From cryptid spirits to unwanted sightings to massive alligator attacks, these are some terrifying trail cam videos that will surely knock you down. Crypted Spirit. In the depths of a shadowy forest, a trail camera captured a video that sent shivers down spines and left everyone confused. In the dead of the night, the camera's lens unveiled a spine-chilling sight, a mysterious figure, draped in a ghostly white shroud with long, untamed hair flowing eerily in the wind. This spectral entity and otherworldly presence appeared to be a ghostly woman or a supernatural spirit haunting the heart of the forest. The unsettling part was the inexplicable reason for her presence. Why did this ghostly apparition wander alone through the inky blackness of the woods, under the watchful gaze of the moon? The enigma of her purpose, her ethereal form drifting amidst the trees, cast an eerie pallor over the entire forest. The video, with its eerie and disturbing aura, left everyone with an unsettling feeling that lingers in the mind, like an unsolved riddle of the night. Mysterious creatures. Deep in the dense, unforgiving forest, a mysterious scene unfolded in front of a camera, making anyone who dared to watch it feel their blood run cold. The footage showed a horrifying picture, a strange creature covered in tangled hair with a skull-like head that had no flesh. It wasn't an animal or a person, but a monstrous, infant-like presence that moved in a disturbing way. But terror wasn't alone in this scary place. Another creature emerged from the shadows, a huge nightmare with twisted horns and a face hidden under layers of bones. It charged forward with a wicked plan, ready to attack. The fear in this unearthly footage was real and intense. This eerie and chilling natural event, a mystery on its own, left everyone who saw it trembling with fear. Were they enjoying some evil pleasure or just taking part in a creepy dance of horror? The answer, hidden in darkness, remained unknown. Daredevil Raccoon. Once upon a time, in the heart of the town, a camera recorded a courageous raccoon named Daredevil embarking on an extraordinary adventure. High atop a towering structure, Daredevil teetered on the edge.
This is the real news. You won't see this on the nightly news tonight.
With an adventurous jump, he descended 9 stories. His trip was caught on camera. As he touched the ground, he dashed away, a true local legend in the making. The footage of this valorous raccoon's descent and escape warmed hearts, reminding us all that courage can come from the most unexpected places. The fearless raccoon, daring to reach the top of the building, tried but to no avail as it lost its balance and tumbled over. Fortunately, luck was on its side, and it miraculously jumped back up as if it hadn't been injured at all. With a determined spirit, Daredevil scampered away in another direction, leaving the onlookers in awe of his incredible bravery and resilience. This small-town hero proved that even the most ordinary creatures can perform extraordinary feats when they dare to defy the odds. Alien captured. One quiet night in a suburban neighborhood, something astonishing happened. Unbeknownst to the homeowners, their trusty Ring camera captured an otherworldly event. The video revealed a group of strange, shimmering beings dancing gracefully on their front lawn under the starry sky. These extraterrestrial visitors seemed to glow with soft, otherworldly light, leaving intricate patterns in the grass as they moved. The residents watched in awe, forever changed by the captivating spectacle of these aliens. The memory of that mesmerizing night, recorded by their Ring camera, remained etched in their minds, a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered right in their own suburban backyard. Walking Bear's Mystery. The camera captured an astonishing spectacle that sent shivers down the spines of all who behold it. A black bear strolling effortlessly on its hind legs. It was an eerie sight, a creature of the wild masquerading as a human, defying the laws of nature. The onlookers, their jaws agape, were gripped by an inexplicable blend of fascination and fear. Some speculated that tragedy had befallen the bear, that its front limbs had been injured in some cruel accident, forcing it to adapt this unnerving bipedal gait. Others whispered that it might be a mere 3-year-old cub still discovering the world and experimenting with curious behaviors. The truth remained elusive, veiled in the enigmatic darkness of the forest. With a total length of 250 meters, the bear seemed to stretch on forever, an ominous figure on the horizon. Yet as quickly as it had emerged, the mystery deepened as it resumed its natural quadrupedal stride, vanishing into the obscurity from which it had briefly emerged. Different cameras bore witness to this bizarre phenomenon. Capturing the enigma for extended periods, as if the universe itself had conspired to bewilder humanity. Documentaries proliferated, with experts posting that such a peculiar gait was not beyond the bear's capabilities. Yet the eerie and unsettling nature of the sighting lingered, casting shadows of doubt and fear across the land. Could it be a harbinger of the unknown or a mere quirk of nature? The mystery endured, leaving us with more questions than answers. Cursed Eagles Golf. In the eerie setting of Tampa, Florida, specifically at the Cursed Eagles Golf Course, a group of unsuspecting men ready to tee off stumbled upon a nightmarish spectacle that would haunt their dreams. Their eyes widened in terror as they beheld not one, but two colossal 11-foot gators locked in a grotesque supernatural battle near a sinister pond.
The ladies tee? I don't think so.
No, I want a picture of me teeing off with them right there.
Yeah, right.
The vile beast withered and thrashed, their grotesque bodies entwined, making it impossible to discern which eldritch horror held the upper hand. Yet an unspoken dread hung heavy in the air, suggesting that the larger monstrosity was gaining a malevolent advantage. Such spine-tingling encounters, while not unheard of, sent shivers down the spines of those unfortunate witnesses, especially when captured on a cursed camera in the unholy grounds of a golf course. These battles between unholy gators, fueled by a dark and ancient animosity, typically arise from blasphemous territorial disputes, or the coveting of profane prime real estate in a cursed realm where only the most sinister survive.
Holy look at that.
I'd be careful because when he lets go of that tail.
Scary front yard encounter. In the darkness of the night, a trail camera captured an intriguing scene in a house's front yard. When we examined the footage closely, we noticed a shadowy figure in motion. Initially, it appears to be an ordinary person, but as it moves past the camera's view, something bizarre occurs. It begins to fade away into nothingness. This footage is undeniably peculiar and shrouded in mystery. Upon further scrutiny, the figure takes on a pallid, nearly invisible quality, reminiscent of a ghostly apparition. However, it's worth considering that this phenomenon could be attributed to a camera glitch, particularly if it's a budget-friendly model. These cameras occasionally struggle to process a person's form, resulting in the illusion of their vanishing act. The enigma lingers, leading us to question whether it's a supernatural occurrence or merely a technological quirk. A mule deer. The camera had caught a mysterious clip. It was recorded in far-off distance. It seemed like it was in a sandy area. The camera had noticed the presence of a mule deer, also called buck. It had antlers like a fork. Usually they use their antlers or horns as a weapon to fight with their competitors. They are very wild and untamed, and very large in size. It was moving with jumps from one place to another. Suddenly, an uncanny or curious scene happened. The mule deer that was moving, its one side fork-like antler, fell down on the ground. It was detached from its head. This was a very uncanny and strange scene that how was it possible? It was hold on with one side antlers. This was a very mystical creature the camera had shown this being many times, with this broken antler. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had captured, which was still unknown. Terrifying dashcam encounter. Many viewers may feel uneasy after watching the video, which shows a scary incident caught on a dashcam in a remote location. The person in the car claims that although it looks like a scene from a horror film, it was actually an authentic experience. A four-legged monster sprints towards the vehicle in the video and jumps on top of it. Obviously, the man in the car was afraid and thought he might be in danger. The creature moved on all fours and was described as having chimpanzee-like movements, but it is still unknown what animal it was. The experience brings to light a long-standing fear many people have when they come into contact with animals with human and animal characteristics. The term anthropomorphism, which is used to characterize entities with traits of both humans and animals, causes this fear. The video intensifies the mystery and anxiety surrounding encounters with such enigmatic and unsettling creatures, and it begs the question of what this man may have caught on his dashcam, although the creature's true nature and identity are still unknown. Enigmatic highway creature. In this video, a confusing and unsettling incident involving a mysterious creature crossing a road in the United Kingdom is captured on camera by a dashcam. This thing, which resembles no known animal at all, like a dog or a small deer, is seen crossing a highway, distracting drivers and possibly posing a threat to everyone on the road. The creature appears to have bent legs, according to several video analysts, which adds to the mystery. According to the video, the sighting is consistent with several local urban legends. Among these legends is the Beast of Boar, a large and mysterious wild cat-like creature that has supposedly been sighted in the area for many years. Another urban legend in the area is that of the Black Shuck, a big black dog with glowing eyes who's rumored to wander the countryside. The true identity of the creature seen in the video is still unknown, and viewers are still left perplexed and uneasy by it despite these legends. In the video, the viewer's imagination is left free to speculate about the nature of this creature and how it might fit into the local folklore and legends of the area. Mysterious Nightcrawler Chronicles. This video talks about the strange creature that has been making people wonder since 2007, the Fresno alien. It is also known as the Fresno Nightcrawler. The beast has a petite body resembling a pair of walking pants and two long, slender legs. Its existence is still unknown, and it is known to only appear at night in remote locations. More recent footage of the Fresno Nightcrawler, found in a desolate area of Billings, Montana, is shown in the video. The exact nature and origin of the Fresno Nightcrawler remain a mystery despite numerous reports and images over the years. Believers are adamant that the creature exists, despite skeptics' attempt to dismiss sightings as hoaxes or the use of puppets of some sort. Surprisingly, a deer carcass was reported close to the spot where the most recent footage was taken, raising questions about the creature's possible diet and hunting techniques. This unique and mysterious creature, known as the Fresno Nightcrawler, appears only at night in isolated areas, raising many unanswered questions. The video contributes to the lore and mystery surrounding this cryptid. Alien Search. A ring camera on everyone's doorstep, ready to catch any extraterrestrial action. Even though there's no solid proof of UFOs or UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, folks are still donning their alien investigator hats. It's like a cosmic game of hide and seek. People are so into the whole aliens thing that they're throwing around a cool $1 million for anyone who can catch those intergalactic visitors on camera. It's the ultimate scavenger hunt. But instead of finding hidden treasures, you're on the lookout for little green men or whatever shape these space visitors might take. The excitement is real, even if the evidence is a bit elusive. The promise of a hefty reward is turning backyards into potential alien hotspots. It's like a cash prize for becoming Earth's unofficial UFO paparazzi. So there's no smoking gun yet, but the hunt for the unknown continues. The Ring cameras are rolling, and people are dreaming of that $1 million shot that might just prove we're not alone in this vast universe. It's a bit like a modern-day space quest, with everyone hoping to catch a glimpse of the cosmic neighbors. Giant blue whale. In a heartwarming video, a cameraman captures a giant blue whale getting a helping hand from a team of fishermen and beachgoers. It's like a real-life sea superhero moment. Picture this, a massive group of folks uniting forces, armed with a giant net and a whopping 20-meter-long rope. The scene unfolds as people gather, realizing this majestic creature needs their help. The camaraderie is palpable as the group strategizes, holding onto that gigantic net like a lifeline. The rope, as long as a couple of buses, becomes their tool of rescue. The sheer size of the whale makes the whole situation feel both awe-inspiring and urgent. The teamwork on display is nothing short of impressive. As the net envelops the giant blue whale and the rope is carefully maneuvered, you can't help but feel a sense of relief and triumph. It's a reminder of the good that can happen when people come together for a common cause, especially when it involves saving one of the ocean's most magnificent inhabitants. The video is like a virtual high five to the everyday heroes who banded together to lend a helping hand to a creature in need, turning a potentially heartbreaking situation into a tale of rescue and unity.
Snake in the house. This video was captured by a homeowner whose home was invaded by an unexpected intruder, a python. The snake can be seen staring at the man who lies on his bed while recording the video. Now it is not sure whether the snake is his pet or not, but the video is one of the creepiest sightings ever. The eyes of the python are glowing in the dark, and its huge size and long body is one of its scariest features. The huge serpent keeps staring at the man with its glowy eyes. What would you do if a python invaded your home? Share in the comments down below. Monkey feast. A cheeky young monkey lounges on a rock by the beautiful stream, enjoying and feasting on ripe mangoes. The monkey is twice the size of the normal monkey of its kind, and still doesn't seem to want to diet. It skillfully peels the mango with its little fingers and nibbles on it while enjoying the view. Some more leftovers of mangoes can be seen around him, making it clear that this isn't the first mango it's eating. This is one of the cutest videos ever captured in the wild. Colorful feathers. Imagine this gorgeous hen, a brilliantly colored feathered work of art. Its body is covered in a symphony of hues. Vivid black and sunny yellows move over its feathers like paintbrush strokes on a canvas. Its glossy plumage is caressed by the sunlight, creating a glittering spectacle. The minute features are brought to life when it rests elegantly on a rock. Those round yellow eyes capture the essence of the creativity of nature, telling tales of curiosity and intelligence. The bird's feathers gleam in the sunlight, and the bright colors capture the spectator's attention in a glimpse. These beautifully colored hens are one of the rarest species of birds in the world. What do you think about them? Mysterious video of a huge snake. In a really old farmhouse, way out in a distant village, something strange happened during the day. A weird video popped up showing something mysterious that left everyone who watched it very puzzled. Right in the middle of the video, there was a massive snake. It looked as scary as the village's hidden past. This snake was tied up to a worn-out pillar with some invisible ropes. Its huge size made everyone uncomfortable, like it came from a legend and was now in their hands. People in the village whispered that they might have done this, tied the snake up. But where this snake came from remained a big mystery. showed up out of nowhere, like a ghostly protector or an omen, and no one could figure out why. The snake had shiny silver scales with dark lines on them. These lines seemed to move in a creepy way, like they had some strange power. Being near it made people feel uneasy, and a cold feeling crept over them. As the video played again and again, more and more questions filled the minds of the villagers and anyone who saw it. The old farmhouse, which already held so many secrets, now had a new puzzle. It both fascinated and frightened everyone, all under the strange gaze of the ancient snake. Octopus Encounter. The video shows a giant Pacific octopus being released back into the ocean. Have you ever seen a creature this slimy? The body of the creature looks like jelly being smeared all over the floor. Its tentacles spread on all sides of its body, making it look even creepier. We can see it slithering on the floor until it reaches the edge of the boat and then jumps into the water. This is one of the most incredible videos ever captured. The huge head of the octopus is clearly visible, and its eyes can also be seen. Another thing to ponder about is that when the man touches the animal, it does not harm it in any way, while octopuses are considered to be dangerous and creepy sea creatures.
Mysterious sun bear rescue. In a dark and hidden place, a video revealed a secret that had been hidden for a long time. It was about a wild sun bear locked in a cage for 7 years. This was a cruel and mysterious thing. As we watched the video, we could see how terrible the bear's life had become. Her once strong body was now weak, and her black fur was covered in scars from her time in the cage. She seemed desperate, hurting herself in a desperate attempt to escape. It was as if she believed hurting herself would free her from the cage. Each scratch and scar told a story of the pain she endured, with no one to hear her cries. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared in the video. Some kind-hearted people came to rescue her, breaking the secrecy around her suffering. With care and gentleness, they freed her from the cage. However, the mystery deepened as they tried to help her recover. The bear, now frail and weak, stepped into a world outside the cage. Her healing was a puzzle, as veterinarians gave her vitamins and mysterious injections, whose purpose was known only to a few.
We give her antibiotics. We also give her some painkiller because her joints are quite sore and she vomited earlier.
The question that lingered in the air was heavy with uncertainty. How did this sun bear end up in that cage for 7 long years? What terrible things had she endured during that time? The mystery of her past haunted those who saw her video, reminding us of the darkness that can hide the suffering of animals in our world. Mysterious Nightcrawler captured. Late at night on a dark, quiet street, a security camera recorded something very strange. It was so spooky that it gave people chills. The street had no light except for some distant street lamps, making it all the more eerie. A mysterious figure slowly appeared on the camera, moving silently down the empty road. It was tough to see its shape because it blended with the darkness. People started calling it the Nightcrawler because of the way it moved, like it was part of the shadows. Then a car drove by, and its bright headlights briefly lit up the street. In that moment, the mysterious creature vanished quickly into the darkness, as if it was never there. The people inside the car probably had no idea of the strange thing that had just passed. People began to wonder who or what this Nightcrawler was. Some thought it might be a creature from old stories, while others guessed it could be a person up to no good, hiding in the dark. Since the camera didn't capture clear details, the mystery deepened. It became a topic of fascination, like a spooky story people tell each other at night. In the end, nobody could solve the puzzle of the Nightcrawler. It remained a secret, a mystery that people whispered about. Maybe it was a glimpse into a world we don't understand, or perhaps it was a reminder that even in our modern world, the night still hides its secrets, waiting for those who are curious enough to find them. Goatman. In the cryptic shadows of the Hyetszville branch, a chilling revelation unfurled. A sinister video emerged, exposing the ghastly presence of the Goatman, a malevolent entity whispered of in terrified hushed tones. Whispers of its origins reeked of malevolence seeping through the veins of this forsaken place. The very soil tainted by the horrors that unfolded. The Goatman, they say, has an insatiable thirst for blood, a gluttonous predator not discriminating between the pulse of humans and the heartbeats of innocent animals. This creature, recorded by an ominous trail camera, struck a stark and unholy image upon the minds of those who dared to bear witness. Its visage, a grotesque hybrid, sported a face akin to a goat's. Eyes like soulless voids, and a body that resembled a mockery of humanity itself. Its presence emanated a petrifying aura, an eerie, unsettling force that clung to the very marrow of the bones. They spoke in hushed murmurs of its tactics, how it stalked with eerie precision, silently a wraith lurking in the shadows. Abruptly it would strike, rending the unsuspecting prey to shreds, leaving only sorrow and blood-soaked ground in its wake. Then, like a wisp of malevolence, it would retreat into the gnarled woods, a sinister specter biding its time, waiting for the next hapless victim. But what eldritch force had birthed this abomination? No one knew how the Goatman had slipped into the very fabric of the forest, or why it haunted this wretched place. A shroud of mystery clung to it, a sinister enigma, unfathomable and unsettling. It said that these who dared to unravel its origins were consumed by an inescapable darkness, their sanity forfeit to the inscrutable malevolence of the Goatman. The Hyetszville branch bore witness to a horror that defied reason, an unrelenting terror that refused to yield its secrets. The Goatman's mystery, a macabre riddle wrapped in shadows, remained unsolved, leaving the world to shudder in trepidation, forever haunted by the nightmare lurking within. Predator hunt. In a tense forest scene, a trail camera records a scary moment in nature. Some strong and determined wolves chase a helpless deer on a jungle path. The wolves' eyes show they're hungry and mean. The wolves quickly run towards the young deer. They work together and move fast. A sad and intense fight happens. The wolves win, showing how strong they are. The camera doesn't hide the tough truth about how nature works. In all the chaos, you can hear the scared deer crying. This reminds us that nature has rules, and animals have to fight to live. The camera films everything, from the start of the chase to the end when the wolves get their meal. This video shows us a rare look at how animals hunt and try to stay alive. It reminds us that wildlife has to be tough to survive. The strong way the wolves act and the deer's cries make us feel a lot. It's a tough but real part of nature. Epic boar chase. In an amazing video, people saw a monkey riding a wild boar in the jungle. It's one of the coolest things ever. The jungle folks got really excited and tried to catch them, but the monkey and boar ran away super fast through the trees. Everyone was really impressed by how quick and agile they were. Even though the people chased after them, the monkey stayed on the boar's back. It showed that they're really good friends, even though they're different animals. The people were really excited, and it made the whole thing even more awesome. They'll always remember this special moment. As the chase went on, it was clear that the monkey was holding on to the boar really tightly. The boar didn't slow down at all. The jungle folks and the brave pair of animals were in an exciting race that left everyone amazed and out of breath. The video doesn't just show a crazy adventure, but also the wild and untamed side of the jungle. There, surprising friendships and amazing things happen in nature all the time.
Dogmen staring at the camera. In the woods during the day, the camera saw something mysterious. A dogman, a hidden creature among the trees. The camera focused on it, like an unblinking eye watching a secret dance between nature and this elusive being. As the camera got closer, the dogman's intentions became a mystery. It stared at the camera with a captivating gaze as if trying to see into the person behind it. The mystery deepened and the creature's true self remained hidden behind a blurry screen. When zoomed in, the video showed a confusing picture. Dogman's features were unclear, covered in the mystery of the forest. Was it a guardian spirit or an ancient forest creature with stories to tell? People who watched the video were confused. They wondered about the connection between the person filming and Dogman. Why did the Dogman choose that moment to show up? And what secrets lingered in the woods? The answers stayed quiet, a puzzle woven into the natural world. As the sounds of leaves carried away the memories of the encounter, the mystery of the daytime woods stayed, leaving a lasting mark on everyone's imagination, a dance of mysterious shadows caught in a brief moment of daylight magic. Cryptic midnight CCTV horror. Late at night, when it was really dark, cameras that watched everything silently saw something strange. A camera, like a watchman in the shadows, showed a scary story. A thing, not completely a person and not really like a dog, appeared when it was not very bright. How it moved was weird. Like a mix of a person and a dog that didn't follow normal rules. This strange thing walked through all the cameras one by one at the same time. Shadows danced around it, making it look even stranger. The cameras watched it closely, making everyone feel like it was everywhere at once. The video, with an unusual light, showed something really scary. The thing, covered in darkness and mystery, moved strangely, and we couldn't tell what it wanted from the strange, unclear images. A creepy sound whispered through the security system, confusing even the smartest watchers. People got scared because of this mysterious thing. The town, feeling nervous and worried, tried to understand what it was. People talked quietly, guessing and feeling scared like a ghost was around. There were many questions, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Who or what this strange thing was, and why it was doing something so mysterious at midnight. In the middle of the night, the weird and scary video kept making everyone think about it, leaving behind a picture of fear mixed with things we didn't know. The mystery stayed, like a puzzling ghost in the videos, making its strange mark on the stories we couldn't explain. A creepy image. In the quiet darkness of a moonlit night, a chilly image was captured by a camera ready to shoot shivers down your spine. Imagine a spooky girl with penetrating stone-alike eyes, their cold eye appearing to enter your identical soul. Her bony, twisted fingers reach out as if gesturing you into the unknown. Her long, untidy hair falls around her like a crazy dark fall, hiding her face in dark. She's dressed in a ragged and ghostly wear, a spectral figure that haunts the points of your worst nightmares. As the camera lens captured this creepy vision, the melody raised heavily with an unexplainable fear. It's a sight that lingers in your mind, haunting your visions and making you challenge the boundaries between the real and the supernatural. Watch with caution, for this image holds a tale of the paranormal, ready to send chills down your spine and leave you questioning the effects that go bump in the darkness.
Eerie giant figure. In the dark of the night, under the spooky glow of a moon hiding behind ominous clouds, something strange unfolded on the lonely I-90 bridge known as the Hyetszville Lake Wildlife Overcrossing. Have you ever felt like you're in a nightmare? Get ready, because the camera caught something so weird that it doesn't make sense and gives you chills. At first, it looked like a giant man, an enormous figure strolling on the bridge. But when the camera zoomed in, it got weirder. It wasn't a normal person. This thing was a massive, distorted version of a human, like a creepy giant. Its arms and legs seemed to stretch unnaturally, moving in a way that felt all wrong, like something out of a horror story. What could make such a freaky creature walk on a bridge meant only for animals? This bridge was supposed to be untouched by people, a place for wild creatures to cross safely. But now, this bizarre being was there, defying the laws of nature. It was so unsettling that it made you doubt your own eyes. The few who saw this couldn't believe it. It was impossible for any regular person to be there. This place was the wilderness's domain, and it showed no mercy to outsiders. fear and wonder mixed together. What was this thing? Was it a demon or something from another world? Its strange, deliberate movements left a scar mark on everyone's minds. As the night swallowed this strange intruder, leaving only fear behind, one thing was clear. There are mysterious forces and creatures in the darkest corners of our world that we can't explain. They hide in the shadows, ready to challenge what we think is real. Deer and City. We know what happens in the big, busy city where the loud honks of cars and sirens rule the air. Something mysterious happened.
Well, it's been running up and down the length of here for about a week now. We've had multiple calls. Other people have had multiple calls.
It was so strange that people couldn't forget it. A camera captured something weird, a deer strolling the city streets in broad daylight. It didn't make sense. Deer belong in calm forests, not chaotic cities. This deer seemed lost, a wild creature in a human world. Curious folks gathered and a brave rescue team arrived. They had a mission: save this bewildered deer and take it back to the peaceful forest. But catching the deer was no walk in the park. It ran through the city like a blur, graceful and fast. The rescue team chased it through the streets, alleys, and roads, leaving everyone amazed.
Cool, control the legs. Need to get the net off and then we can go from there, yeah? Yep. Right, what's he called?
After a relentless chase, they caught the deer. They gave it a calming injection and it seemed to relax. Then they gently placed it in a waiting vehicle. The deer's fearful eyes turned peaceful as if it wanted to go home. They drove to the forest far from the city's noise. They set the deer free and it bounded away into the woods. The team watched, wondering how the deer ended up in the city. It was a question without an answer, adding to the mystery of that unusual day.
Right, it's good enough, man. Get both nets. 2 people on the net.
Black Coyote. In the heart of the Texan wilderness, there's a hidden world where nature creates unique creatures. Have you ever explored the mysterious land of Austin, where strange black coyotes wander? In this secretive realm, one of these rare black coyotes known as melanism left its mark. Melanism is like nature's hidden artistry, as elusive as the night itself. Unlike its fellow coyotes, this one has a coat that's as black as the deepest shadows. It's as if nature used the darkest ink to create this enigmatic masterpiece. One day, wildlife officers from the Austin Animal Center set up hidden cameras and captured a sight that left everyone bewildered. They filmed a black coyote standing out in its unique ebony coat, along with 3 adorable pups and a shadowy companion. It was a moment of pure astonishment. Even the wise keeper of the Austin Zoo, who knew the secrets of the wild, was humbled by this extraordinary sight. These creatures, wrapped in the rare mystery of their black coats, are talked about in whispers among those who love nature. They are like a puzzle that science has yet to fully solve. The black coyote's presence in Austin felt like a message from the wild, a reminder of the endless mysteries hidden in the untouched wilderness. As the news spread across the city, questions filled the air. How did this rare creature, a symbol of the night, end up in Austin? Was it a messenger sent to remind us of the hidden secrets in nature? The answers, just like the black coyote itself, remain shrouded in darkness. It left the city pondering the mystery of this enigmatic creature, a living riddle that defied easy explanation, as mysterious as the night that gave it life. Mysterious jungle love. In the quiet jungle, a special camera showed something really puzzling. In the big green trees, a strange story happened. Something not normal in nature. The camera caught a fragile moment frozen in time, a secret play of life with odd friends. In the shadows, a baby monkey didn't know it was close to falling from its high tree spot, but nature had a secret helper in this strange show. Out from the hidden part of the woods came a big tiger, both scary and oddly kind. Like someone invisible planned it, the tiger moved gently toward the baby monkey, not like a wild animal. In a surprising dance of instincts and care, the tiger softly picked up the baby monkey with its strong paws. A shared gasp echoed through the quiet leaves as the tiger, instead of acting like a hunter, went up the tree. What came next was a mysterious teamwork, a hunter holding his possible prey with unexpected gentleness. Against the green leaves, the tiger showed a strange kind of love, going beyond the usual role of who hunts and who is hunted. It felt like the jungle's magic, bringing together different animals in a captivating show of caring. The mystery hung in the air like fog, making those watching wonder quietly, why did the tiger act so kindly? What secret guided this jungle story? The answer stayed hidden, part of the wild and unknown places where instincts and warmth mix in a puzzling dance of life. Spooky video. Imagine this. It's midnight, right? So this person hears this crazy hard knocking on the door. Like really intense. Creepy, right? So being the brave soul they are, they go to see who's at the door. And guess what? They see two hands knocking. Just hands. No person. Now, here's where it gets nuts. The moment this guy looks outside, poof, the hands vanish into thin air. Spooky, huh? It's like a horror movie moment happening in real life. You can almost feel the chills. Picture it. You're all alone, it's dark, and suddenly hands knocking with no owner in sight. You check and there's nothing there. It's the kind of thing that messes with your mind big time. That video? Super creepy. It's not just a who's at the door moment, it's a what just happened moment. The mystery of disappearing hands at midnight, definitely not your typical late night encounter. Mysterious backyard creature encounter.
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot, I don't know, they look like aliens to us.
Late one night, a hidden camera in a backyard saw something strange. It was like a secret spy quietly watching the weird happenings. In the dim light, a video revealed a super strange thing. A spooky creature appeared out of nowhere. This mysterious being had a puzzling shape, kind of like a shadowy puzzle with 2 arms and 2 legs. But its face had this strange feeling, like it wasn't from our world. People might say it looked like an alien, not something normal you'd see every day. As the creepy video played, everyone watching took a big surprised breath. The creature with its mysterious stare and strange outline held everyone's attention. People were both scared and fascinated, like they were in a trance, unable to look away. Why this creature showed up and what it wanted remained a big puzzle. Nobody could understand where it came from or what it was up to. In the usual everyday picture, this unexpected and unusual thing appeared, leaving everyone wondering. There were more questions than answers, and a feeling of not knowing hung over everything, making everything seem a bit strange and different.
Happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight, and I'm fixing a truck in my back.
Ghostly woods fire. Have you ever seen a jester playing with fire and pulling off lethal yet spectacular stunts? He amazes us with his beautiful and peculiar patterns, sometimes unimaginable tricks with fire, leaving his spectators in utter shock. Mother Nature can pull even greater stunts and the deadliest of tricks, unbelievable and unthinkable to the human eye, enough to make us jump out of our seats and wonder over the enigmatic nature of our worldly domain. Our natural world can sometimes act strangely sufficient to be called a mysterious realm. One such incident caught our attention when, deep in the forests of Portugal, a spectator captured some ghostly flames making strange waves and patterns amidst the burning forest. It seemed these flames were dancing over some rhythmic beat, hallucinating and inviting the wildlife into its trap, and then encroaching gradually over the entire woods. These unique swirls and blazes were enough to force the spectator to capture this strange sight. The atmosphere appeared as a demonic ritual, a devil's den, and a satanic cauldron. However, this occurrence serves as a reminder of nature's unpredictable forces, asking us to respect and protect our environment. bear versus pigs battle. In a daring and surprising set of events, a wild intruder is seen speaking to the newly shifted members of the neighborhood. The enormous black bear sniffed across the forest and quietly walked towards the pig's cage. At first, the bear was seen taking the measurements of the cell, gauging the efforts required to climb this cage. And when it was satisfied with its plan of attack, it made its first attempt. The pig seemed oblivious to the whole situation, as no squeaking sounds were heard. However, after a few tries, when it was about to jump into the den, the pig shrieked at the bear in a deadly manner, which forced him to get out of their habitat at once. The cunning and hungry bear didn't lose hope and kept trying for another invasion. This time, it didn't let the pig get the better of him and jumped straight into the cage, attacking the pig. However, to its astonishment, the pig wasn't alone. Another vicious-looking pig aimed directly at the bear and rushed toward him in an attacking manner. This forced the bear to jump out of their cage and never disturb them again. It's a reminder of the fantastic ways animals can band together to protect themselves and their territory. Indonesian Ghost. Imagine enjoying your vacation in Indonesia, and one day you wake up to strange noises of people outside your hotel. Upon further looking into the situation, you catch yourself looking at an eerie-looking creature gradually walking past the mountainous region. One such incident was recorded by the spectators in a mountainous area of Indonesia. The video began with confused spectators staring at a hilly landscape surrounded by trees. Still, as we look more closely towards the hilly terrain, we'll look at a strange shadow. This substantial black shadow appeared from nowhere in the hilly area. This peculiar sight made the viewers mesmerized as everyone was busy capturing this mysterious scene. The colossal shadow had a visible form and structure with distinct limbs. Many speculated the shadow as the infamous Bigfoot, but the blurred figure wasn't enough to call it the Bigfoot. Within a few minutes, the creature disappeared into thin air, as if it escaped through some mystique door into the realm of the unknown. This event raised many questions about the peculiar nature of our world, and some spectators frowned upon this incident, calling it a publicity stunt. Mysterious sky visitors vanish. A camera saw something very strange. It was a weird, ghostly thing moving silently in the dark, cloudy sky. It looked like a secret from the heavens, like those mysterious UFOs people talk about. As the camera watched, this strange visitor suddenly shot across the sky incredibly fast. It broke all the rules of science, speeding into space so quickly that it gave everyone watching the chills. This strange event was a lot like a story people in Mabalacat talked about many years ago. Back in the year 2000, a bright thing lit up the night sky. It was emitting green light and made weird patterns in the sky, like it was trying to tell us something. People there were sure it was a UFO from unknown places. But what the camera captured was different. It soared way up high, almost touching space, and then disappeared into the great unknown. No one knew why it was there, where it came from, or what it wanted. As people shared the video, they came up with all kinds of ideas. Was it a visitor from faraway stars, a message from the unknown, or just a trick of the eye? With each question, the mystery got deeper, and this strange visitor from the sky remained an unsolved puzzle, a reminder of how vast and mysterious our universe can be, always hidden in shadows and secrets. Tiger attacked tortoise. Deep in a very old, forgotten forest where the forest whispers were heard in the rustling leaves, something strange happened in the middle of a sunny day. A camera, always ready, recorded a moment that was hard to understand. There was a calm river winding through the thick trees, and its water sparkled like shiny silk under the sunlight breaking through the leaves. The forest stayed quiet, almost like it was waiting for something. And then, like it was called by some hidden power, a big, magnificent tiger appeared from the shadows. The tiger moved gracefully, not like the fierce hunter it usually was. Its eyes held a mysterious intent. It silently crept down to the river, its strong muscles showing through its striped fur. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the tiger leaped and grabbed a tortoise that hadn't seen it coming. This was odd. It was as if the fierce tiger had become curious and gentle, capturing a tortoise known for its patience and tough shell. It was like two different worlds colliding, leaving everyone who saw it in awe and wonder.
Yeah.
After that, the tiger ran back towards the forest. The forest, full of ancient secrets, didn't give any answers. This strange moment, frozen in time, became a nature puzzle that made people think about the mysteries of the wild.
Very good son. Very good.
In the heart of that old forest, the camera didn't just capture a picture. It showed us a peek into the complex mysteries of nature, leaving us all amazed by the mysteries of the Rake. The Rake is a spooky figure from creepy internet stories. It's super skinny, has no hair and no clothes, and eyes that glow all weirdly. Its fingers are crazy long, like some kind of rake. People think it's got strange powers, and if you see it, you're in for some bad luck. If you're unlucky enough to spot it, you might start seeing it in the corner of your eye, or waking up to it just chilling on your bed, staring at you. It's like a never-ending nightmare that keeps following you around, and that's why folks say it's cursed. So, watch out for that rake, or you might be in for a spooky surprise. Cryptid creature. In 2007, a trail camera in northwest Pennsylvania snapped an intriguing image that continues to baffle onlookers. Many folks who've laid eyes on the photo are convinced it's not your typical wild critter, nor a run-of-the-mill bear. The image reveals distinct features that set it apart from ordinary animals in the region. Despite numerous speculations, a clear-cut explanation remains elusive. Some people suggest it could be an undiscovered species, while others lean towards the idea of a cleverly crafted hoax. Whatever the case, this enigmatic image has sparked curiosity and debate, leaving us with a captivating mystery from the heart of the Pennsylvania wilderness. Mystery encounter in the forest. In the heart of a moonlit night, a solitary man pedaled his bicycle through the thickets of an ancient forest. His reason for venturing into this desolate place remained a mystery, even to himself. The trees loomed like silent giants, their branches casting eerie shadows on the winding path. A chill ran down his spine as he sensed an unsettling presence in the air. As he fumbled with his camera, trying to capture the ethereal beauty of the night, he stumbled upon a sight that defied reason. Amidst the gnarled bushes and undergrowth, a ghostly figure emerged from the darkness. It was draped in a flowing black gown, its form almost translucent. The man's heart raced, and he couldn't tear his eyes away from the ghostly apparition. It stood there, motionless, its eyes like two orbs of pale light fixed upon him. Fear gripped him, and he could hardly believe his own eyes. The encounter haunted his thoughts as he pedaled away from the forest, leaving behind the inexplicable specter. Questions swirled in his mind, and sleep would elude him that night. What had he stumbled upon in that dark wilderness? The enigmatic figure in black remained a mystery, a haunting reminder of the inexplicable wonders that could be found in the depths of the night. The leaping humanoid.
What's up? What? Oh!
Out of nowhere, a figure that looked like a rope suddenly shot out from behind the bushes, and it left everyone stunned. As they got closer, they saw it was just a person, but the way they leaped was like something out of a magic trick. It was as if they had sprung right out of thin air. This strange sight left everyone scratching their heads, wondering how any regular person could do such an amazing thing. The mystery of this jumping person held everyone's attention, making them wonder just how someone could be so agile and perplexing. The enigmatic leaper remained a puzzle, and people couldn't stop talking about it. Their minds were captivated by this inexplicable show of agility, and they couldn't help but exchange theories and ideas about how it was possible. It was a moment that sparked curiosity and amazement, a reminder that sometimes reality can be just as fascinating as fiction.
What's up? What? Oh!
Frozen Ohio Bigfoot mystery. In a faraway, lonely forest deep within Ohio, something strange happened. This place was far from where people usually go. It was all about nature and nothing else. In this quiet, snowy world, a very surprising thing was caught on a special camera. The people who owned this camera wanted to find out who roamed in the dark, cold night. They wanted to discover what animals lived there, but what they found left everyone puzzled. The camera took a picture of something in the shadows, something that some people say is Bigfoot, a legendary creature. This strange figure was all black, and it looked eerie in the winter's frosty air. The camera was far away, so it couldn't show the details of its face. Some people drawn to the remote place strongly believe that this picture is real. It fits the story of Bigfoot, a mysterious creature said to live in the wild, secret parts of the world. But not everyone agrees. Some says it's a trick, a fake. They think someone might have played a prank. These doubts split people's opinions like two different stories. The truth is still hidden deep in the woods. No one knows for sure what's in that mysterious photo. It's a puzzle that keeps us wondering. For now, the woods of Ohio keep this secret in their silent heart, and we can only imagine what's behind this strange picture. Mysterious encounter with Bigfoot. One eerie evening in northern Minnesota, something mysterious happened. A video appeared and it was quite unsettling.
Oh my god. Did you see that?
In the video, a dark and shadowy figure emerged from the ancient forest. This figure was known to many as Bigfoot, a creature of legend. The people in a nearby house were spooked by what they saw.
No way. What the
Their once calm hearts now raced with fear. They couldn't resist the strange pull of curiosity, which led them to come out towards this enigmatic presence. Maybe it was their primal instinct urging them to confront the mystery. Even their loyal dog sensed something unusual. It ran into the forest barking loudly as if challenging the creature. But the forest held secrets that were beyond the dog's understanding. It didn't take long for the dog to rush back to the safety of the house, clearly frightened by whatever it had encountered. The purpose of this elusive creature, Bigfoot, remained a puzzle. Was it a bearer of unknown horrors or a guardian of hidden forest mysteries? The truth was hidden away deep within the wilderness, leaving everyone in the dark.
Oh my god.
As the video came to an end, a chill ran down the spines of those who had watched this mysterious encounter. The presence of the black Bigfoot left an unforgettable mark on those who had seen it. In the depths of northern Minnesota, an unsolved mystery persisted, haunting the thoughts and hearts of those who dared to peer into the unknown. Biggest snake. Deep in a strange forest, a video showed something eerie. It gave everyone a creepy feeling. It was a massive snake, held up by a big machine called a crane. The snake looked like it didn't belong to our world. It was super long and its body was incredibly wide. Anyone who saw it got scared. People had so many questions. How did this enormous snake end up in the middle of the mysterious forest? Were these other animals in the forest, and were they terrified of this gigantic snake? The more they thought about it, the more questions they had. The forest seemed to hold secrets, as if it had stories to tell. People wondered if the snake was a protector of this strange place, or if it was trapped by something unknown. The air was heavy with fear, and the only sounds were the occasional noises from the crane. As the video went on, the snake's future stayed hidden in the shadows of mystery. What would happen to this colossal snake in the heart of the puzzling forest? People who watched were left with a mix of wonder and worry, trapped in a riddle that wouldn't give up its answers. It was a truly mysterious scene, one that would stay in people's minds long after they saw it.
It's behind that tree.
Niana, what is that?
The heck is that?
From hidden nighttime hunters to odd wonders in the darkness, prepare for a journey into the unknown as we showcase the unusual, spine-chilling, and breathtaking moments in the wild. Veiled Lady. Someone is exploring a deserted building, minding their own business, when they stumble upon something super eerie. A room all dark and mysterious, and as the light sneaks in, there is this strange figure. It looks like a person sitting on the floor, covered head to toe in a black veil, like a spooky lady straight out of a ghost story. Now, this figure isn't moving at all. The person with the camera zooms in, and as the face comes into view, it's not what you'd expect. The face is all creepy and not human-like at all. It's got the weird gray color like a monster from a scary movie. But here's the real shocker. When the camera gets closer, the covered figure suddenly opens its mouth and boom, pointy teeth like something out of a nightmare show up. Here is the really strange part. Nobody has explained what this creature is. It's just one of those super creepy sightings that gives you the chills. Imagine finding something like that while exploring. Yikes. Creepy creature encounter. Hey, you will not believe what we saw in this crazy video. It's like something out of a movie. So there's this weird, nearly human-looking thing, right? It's on CCTV and it's jumping over this road barrier like it's no big deal. Seriously, it's like Spider-Man or something. People are losing their minds over it because this creature is doing these superhuman moves that do not make any sense. Now, in this new video that just came out, you can see it leaping from one side of the road to the other. It's like, whoa, is this for real? Everyone around is scratching their heads wondering what this thing is. People are even coming up with wild stories about its past, like it's some superhero in disguise. It's so crazy that the locals and folks on the internet are all buzzing about it. And get this, they are actually trying to figure out who or what this creature is. There is this investigation going on because everyone wants to know the truth. Experts are looking at the videos super carefully to understand how this critter can do these mind-blowing moves. It's like a real-life mystery movie. Strange cryptid creature. In this spooky video from a retired camera deep in the woods, something seriously creepy is going on. Imagine this, a weird creature, kind of like a person, but not quite right, is moving around on all fours. It's not your regular walk in the park. This thing is lurking and prowling in the shadows of the forest, giving everyone who sees it the heebie-jeebies. The creature in the footage is so strange that people are saying it's like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You know, that creepy sneaky character who is over to no good. Well, this real-life forest critter seems to be doing something similar. It's like a scene out of a mystery movie. Watching the video, you cannot help but feel a shiver down your spine. It's like a spooky tale coming to life right there in the woods. This crazy being on all fours is enough to make anyone's imagination run wild, wondering what else might be lurking in the shadows of the great outdoors. Massive creature in dark. In a dark, spooky forest, a hiker set up something really scary. He only had a camera, and he used it to record a huge creature walking through the trees at night. This creature was so big, and it moved in a creepy way, making the hiker feel really spooked. The hiker hid behind the trees and kept recording. The creature had glowing eyes, and it moved like it had a lot of power. The hiker was a mix of curious and terrified. He held his breath, and his camera shook a lot. The forest was full of secrets, and nothing knew what this giant thing was. The hiker kept filming from his hiding spot, and the night seemed to have a lot of mystifications. People who watched the videotape were left wondering about this mysterious critter in the murk. The videotape showed that there are strange effects in the unexplored timber. Cryptid Beast. Once upon a time, some Turkish YouTubers went on an adventure to a place they did not know. They were just hanging out, minding their own business, when suddenly, bam, they spotted something super strange. Imagine this, a giant goat person thingy gaping at them from the top of a little mountain.
Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm.
Its features were kind of vague, but it had long, twisty horns and eyes that sparkled in the dark. These YouTuber guys were brave though. They filmed this creepy creature for a bit, but guess what? It got too spooky for them.
Gelebilir, sakın panik yapma bak. Görüyor musun?
They bolted to the other side, scared out of their heads. After catching their breath, they thought, let's check it out again. So they went back to see the weird goat person, but guess what? Poof, it was gone, faded into thin air. Now, everyone's left scratching their heads, wondering what in the world they stumbled upon in that mysterious place. And so, the tale of the giant glowing-eyed goat on the mountain became a legend among those YouTubers, a story to tell around the campfire.
Tamam gördüm. Gördüm bir dakika bak. Gördüm.
Mischievous Managishi. Guess what? There's this tiny troublemaker called the Managishi, and someone actually caught it on camera.
The heck was that?
This is the little creature that is super sneaky and loves playing tricks on people. It's like a pro at surprising everyone, with its crafty eyes and a grin that screams, I'm over to something. You can totally tell it's each about causing mischief. Now is the exciting part. There's a video of them doing their thing, and people are buzzing about it.
This looks like something bipedal that walks on its back legs.
Everyone's curious and wants to know more about this sly creature.
So from what I can see, I think that this is a humanoid creature.
People are indeed getting experts involved. These smart folks are studying the videotape, trying to figure out the Managishi's tricks and understand why it loves being mischievous so much.
The heck was that?
It's like a riddle that everyone's trying to break, and it's making them a bit of a star. Who knew a tiny troublemaker could create such a stir? Humanoid disappears. Get ready for a spine-tingling tale from the internet. There's this super eerie video making the rounds, and it's got everyone scratching their heads. Imagine this weird creature that is like a shadowy person with spooky wide eyes. It's a real head-scratcher, trust me. This creepy thing has long limbs and a super skinny body, just lurking in the distance. But here's the crazy part. It vanishes into thin air like poof. Was it a ghost? Or maybe just some tricky light playing tricks on us? Nobody's got a clue. This mysterious figure gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's almost like it's not even real, just some strange shadow person playing peekaboo. The video leaves you wondering, was it a ghost popping in for a visit? Or was it just a light goofing around? It's a real internet mystery, folks, so buckle up for the chills and thrills as the strange tale of the disappearing shadowy figure keeps you guessing. Roadside hauntings. The video discusses a mysterious figure captured in the middle of the road at night, and it is so strange to look at it that it will chill you to the bone. The car in front of the person filming had to swerve to avoid the figure. But what supposedly was this creature? Some people think it looks like a ghost, while others wonder if it could be an alien. Although the filming location is unknown, the video highlights some well-known routes where reports of ghost sightings in the middle of the road have been made. A similar example might be the Clinton Road in New Jersey, known for its history of paranormal activity and the presence of a creepy ghost woman in white. Another eerie road mentioned is the Shades of Death Road in Warren County, New Jersey. Also in Texas, there's the Devil's Backbone, a scenic highway with legends of Spanish conquistadors and Native American warrior ghosts. The Bluebell Hill ghost has been reported to have been seen frequently on Kent's A229 road in England. The video emphasizes how these unexplained encounters and reports of strange figures seen on roads have sparked various theories and tales that have added to the mysteries of the paranormal. Creepy figure. A hunter strolling through the woods minding his own business when all of a sudden he spots something super eerie. Get this, a tiny human-like head of a spooky creature, all dark and mysterious, is peeping at him from a tree. Now this is not your usual walk in the park. The video taken by the hunter shows this little creepy creature just staring back at him. The thing is, nobody knows exactly what it is. No one's come forward with an explanation. It's like a mystery straight out of a storybook. The creature's eyes, though, look surprisingly human. Now that is what is giving everyone goosebumps. Is it some creature we've never seen before, or is it just a regular tree playing tricks on us? Nobody's cracked the code on this one yet. The hunter's footage has left everyone scratching their heads, trying to unravel the mystery of the little humanoid peeking from the branches. It's a real puzzler, and folks are still wondering what in the world was going on in those woods. Eerie sounds. In a quiet village nestled between Enterprise and New Brockton, strange rumors are swirling like leaves in the wind. As the sun goes down, weird sounds creep into the night air, making everyone curious and a bit uneasy. A brave person who rides on the TV, they call it TV Rider, claims to have spotted a mysterious creature that looks kind of like an animal, hanging out in the distance. And get this, there is a spooky shriek that makes folks jump out of their socks. People who bumped into this mysterious creature say something surprising. It seems more spooked of them than they're of it. Imagine that! Now, here's the twist. Some folks think it might be the famous Bigfoot, like the one you hear about in stories. This has the whole neighborhood buzzing with amazement and worry. The village between Enterprise and New Brockton has turned into a real-life mystery story, where everyone's wondering what is really going on when the sun goes down. Bizarre creature. A bunch of adventurous bikers embarking on a wild ride through the thick Sumatran jungles. As they cruised along the bumpy road, something totally weird happened. Out of nowhere, this strange-looking creature, kind of like a human, but not quite, popped up from the jungle. It completely threw the bikers off course, making them scratch their heads and feel a bit creeped out. The creature's appearance was so odd that one biker even tumbled off his bike in confusion. Now, these brave bikers were left in a whirlwind of thoughts, trying to figure out what on earth they had just encountered in the retired corners of Sumatra's beautiful country. The creature seemed to carry an air of ancient secrets and untold stories, adding to the mystery. It was like they stumbled upon a living riddle, and the bikers could not help but wonder about the unknown tales lingering in the depths of Sumatra. Creepy figure. Once in a really dark forest at night, a brave man explored around with his camera. Suddenly, a super creepy thing appeared right in front of his camera, slowly crawling toward him. This mysterious creature seemed like it belonged to the dark, making the man feel super scared. The closer it got, the faster the man's heart beat, and he got really, really scared. Without thinking, the man ran as fast as he could through the trees, holding on to his camera really tight. The spooky thing kept following him, making the chase even scarier. The man's way made snapping sounds as he ran away from the creepy creature. The camera kept recording everything until the man finally made it out of the forest, leaving the mysterious thing before. He was so out of breath and scared, but relieved that he got down from that strange and scary creature in the dark woods. Something mysterious in the forest. In the dark woods, a guy with a camera went exploring. His flashlight cut through the darkness like a tiny light showing the way. He looked around, thinking something mysterious was hiding in the shadows. It felt tense as he walked, recording everything with his camera. Suddenly, his flashlight showed two creepy glowing eyes peeking from behind trees.
What is that? What is that? See it?
Look at its eyes.
His heart raced as he zoomed in, catching the strange glow on his camera. Whatever it was seemed to stare at him, making him shiver. The peaceful forest turned mysterious, and the man accidentally found a hidden secret. In the video, the punctuation marks added to the excitement. There was a suspenseful pause as he explored. When he saw the glowing eyes, and times when he realized he was not alone. It was a spooky adventure caught in the flickering light of his flashlight. Desert creature. In Portugal, there's this mind-blowing discovery, a creature from the desert that looks like a mortal. It's like something out of a wild story. People set up this incredible being in the dry, sandy places. And now everyone from scientists to folks living hard is buzzing about it. This creature is a real standout in the desert scene, and its looks are just like ours. Picture a place with lots of sand, and also in the middle of it all you find something that seems like it should be in a fantasy tale. It got the same body shape and features as a person, making it indeed more unbelievable. Now locals and scientists are each on this discovery, trying to figure out what this desert human look-alike is each about. It's like a riddle staying to be answered.
Caralho, velho. Puta, onde que tá agora, pô? Olha lá, ó.
Who would have allowed that in the middle of the desert you'd stumble upon a commodity so strange and fascinating? The story of this desert critter is spreading like wildfire, and everyone is hooked on finding out further about this unexpected mortal-like resident of the sandy wilderness in Portugal. Montana discovery. Folks in Montana got a big surprise when they stumbled upon a super strange creature with long, stretchy limbs. It was like nothing they'd ever seen before. Seriously weird. This critter's arms and legs were way longer than usual, making it stick out like a sore thumb.
It was one of those, just an eerie feeling I had looking at it. You know, really made you guess and question what it was.
People could not believe their eyes. It was so different from any living thing they allowed they knew. This oddball being got everyone talking and scratching their heads.
We're looking at, but if you look at it,
people were buzzing with curiosity about where this stinky critter came from and what it was over in good old Montana. Indeed, the smart researcher types got in on the action. They were just as intrigued as the rest of us and wanted to figure out further about this mysterious creature and all its quirky features. So picture a whole bunch of folks in Montana chit-chatting and wondering about this out-of-the-ordinary creature. It was like a real-life puzzle, and everyone was eager to piece it together.
because it looks like a human, I'm going to conclude that it's a human.
Bigfoot behind the tree. Late one spooky night, a man cruising down a dimly lit road stumbled upon a mysterious sight. Gripped by curiosity, he whipped out his safe flashlight and hit the record button on his camera. Suddenly, there it was. Bigfoot, the elusive critter known for its fabulous status, was caught on camera doing a stealthy dance of hide-and-seek. As the man zoomed in, Bigfoot, as if playing a game, peeked from behind a towering tree. The flashlight illuminated the creature's figure, adding a creepy touch to the encounter.
What's behind that tree?
Niana, what is that?
And the unknown has sparked discussions about the existence of the fugitive Bigfoot. Was it a chance meeting, or did the creature choose to reveal itself to the fearless observer? The mystery lingers in the air, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what other secrets the night might hold. The man being chased by something. In the deep dark forest, a person bravely recorded a video with just a flashlight to guide their way. As they moved through the dark, the only source of light was their safe beam cutting through the inky blackness. Suddenly, a strange feeling crept up their spine, and they decided to turn around. To their shock, a spooky creature with creepy glowy eyes was hot on their heels.
It's staring at me. They followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
The flashlight revealed its fearsome gaze, making the forest feel even more mysterious and frightening. The person's heart pounded as they realized they were not alone in the silent darkness. With a shaky hand, they continued to record, capturing the creature's otherworldly presence. The glowy-eyed hunter added an unexpected twist to their adventure, turning a simple stroll through the woods into a heart-pounding encounter with the unknown. The ray of the flashlight came to the guard against the unseen terrors lurking in the haunting beauty of the forest.
Followed me home, and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
Floating figure. Here's a tale from a far-off place in Kerala, where something downright weird went down. Imagine this. A spooky video pops up, and there's this strange person-like thing just floating on a wooden board in rainwater. Now, get this. It's got a big white head, and it's all wrapped up in a black cloak. It's the kind of stuff that gives you goosebumps. So, this local person spots his mysterious figure right outside their home. Quick thinking, they whip out their camera and record the whole thing. Next thing you know, the video is on the internet, and folks everywhere are scratching their heads wondering, who or what in the world is this? Nobody's got a clue. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces. Is it a person? An alien? A secret superhero? The internet is buzzing with questions, but the answers are nowhere in sight. It's a real-life mystery that has got everyone talking, and the spooky video is the only clue we've got. Talk about a strange day in Kerala. Creepy buck. Once upon a time, there was this spooky mutant buck wandering around the farms when the moon was over high. But this deer was not your regular everyday deer. Nope, it had these super weird antlers that were nothing like what you'd expect. Instead of the usual antlers, they were like something out of a superhero comic, extraordinary and crazy. So there it was, strolling through the fields in the dead of night, its mutant antlers shining in the moonlight. The farmers who spotted it could not believe their eyes. This buck was like a creature from another dimension, or at least that's what it seemed like. The other deer probably thought it was the coolest thing ever, but the humans were a bit spooked. Word quickly spread around the city about the mutant buck with the extraordinary antlers. Some folks were scared, thinking it was some kind of magical creature, while others were just fascinated by the strange sight. The farms became a late-night attraction, with people trying to catch a glimpse of this creepy yet fascinating mutant buck and its out-of-this-world antlers. Creepy humanoid figure. One spooky night, a mysterious event unfolded as a trail camera captured something eerie. In the darkness, a humanoid figure dressed in ghostly white appeared, strolling down the road. What is really chilling? It had no hands. Instead, where hands should be, there was just emptiness. To add to the creepy vibe, its eyes glowed in the darkness, giving off an otherworldly light. The figure moved slowly, almost floating as if it belonged to a different realm. The lack of hands and the ghostly vesture made it indeed more mysterious and a bit unsettling. The entire scene captured on the trail cam sent shivers down the spine. It's the kind of video that makes you question what is out there in the night when we're all snug in our beds. The inexplicable appearance of this figure leaves us wondering about the strange and unknown things that might be happening when the world sleeps. Invisible creature. Stumbling upon a creepy video that got everyone on the internet scratching their heads. So, in the middle of this spooky forest, there is this see-through misty thing just chilling on a tree. Yeah, seriously, it's like a weird human-shaped creature, and folks are going nuts trying to figure it out. This misty guy does not play by the rules. You see, it's moving around the trees doing its own mysterious dance, and then poof, it just vanishes into thin air. Imagine that. One moment it's there, and then the next, it's gone without a trace. What makes it even spookier is that this misty creature is not your usual color. Nope, it's got this greenish cast, adding a whole new level of weirdness to the scene. The video captures every eerie move, leaving everyone wondering what on earth they just witnessed. It's like a real-life ghost story unfolding in the woods, and people cannot stop talking about it. However, spine-tingling stuff, this video is sure to give you goosebumps if you're into mysteries. Horrifying predator. Out in the woods, a special camera caught something really spooky. It's like a spy for animals called a trail cam, and it snapped a pic that'll give you chills. Imagine this. A super scary predator with eyes that shine in the dark like they're their own flashlight is silently following a group of deer. The picture freezes the moment when the creepy creature is on the prowl, stalking the deer like it's playing a sneaky game. The glowy eyes add a whole new position of fright to the scene, making it look like a commodity out of a scary story. It's like nature's own thriller movie, and you cannot help but wonder what is going on in the deep, dark woods when we're not looking. The trail cam turns the forest into a mystery book, with every snapshot telling a different part of the story. It's both fascinating and a bit spooky, making you think twice about what might be happening when the sun goes down in the animal world. Paranormal encounter. The camera caught a very mysterious and spooky sight. The air was truly filled with panic and agitation. It was recorded on a spooky and eerie night. The operator was alone in that old building. Here, the very peculiar scene happened with the operator.
Hello?
The lady was standing in stairs, and she was not moving like she was still standing. It was in the white clothing. It was a very spine-chilling scene. It made the operator very anxious and terrified.
Oh my god! What the is that?
It ran quickly at fast speed down the stairs. It was a very mystical scene. What was this? This fearful creature was looking very scary, which made everyone terrified with its eerie appearance. This was a deep mystery. Is this a paranormal being or creature or something else? It is not found still, and still it is a puzzle.
Oh my god! What the is that?
Reindeer encounter. Magical scene captured by a secret night camera out in the wild. It's like a Christmas dream come true. So, in the middle of the night, the camera catches not one, not two, but 3 reindeer having a chill feast. They're happily munching on the special food put out just for them, having the time of their lives. But wait, there's more enchantment to come. As the video rolls on, more reindeer buddies switch in to join the party. It's like a reindeer reunion, and they're all chowing down on the tasty hay laid out for them. It's not a reindeer party without some good food, right? The camera captures the whole spectacle, showing these furry friends peacefully eating under the starry night sky. It's like a real-life fairy tale, and you cannot help but be amazed at this incredible sight. This videotape is like a magical portal to a reindeer wonderland, making it one of the coolest effects ever caught on camera. Eagle gets attacked. Crazy scene caught on camera, a big majestic eagle soaring through the sky, minding its own business. But wait, out of nowhere, a tiny bird decides to play superhero and takes on the eagle. Yep, you heard it right. The little bird, probably feeling like a feathery superhero, dives down and starts scratching at the eagle's neck. Quick and bold, it's like a lightning attack. Now, we all know eagles are like the kings of the sky, strong and powerful. But guess what? This video spills the sap that indeed these majestic creatures can have a tough day. That little bird had some serious guts to take on an eagle, and you will not believe it. After the surprise attack, the small bird just zooms away like it's no big deal. It's a real-life bird drama up there, showing us that, hey, even the mightiest can get a run for their feathers. Who knew the sky could be such a wild place? Raccoon and the deer. Guess what? Cam, a cool person, caught the most adorable video ever. It happened on a farm during the day, and it's like a real-life Disney movie. In the footage, there's a raccoon and a deer, and they're not just hanging out, they're playing together. Can you believe it? So there's Cam just doing their own thing on the farm, and they spot these 2 buddies having a blast. The raccoon with its tiny paws and the deer with its graceful moves are like the best playmates ever. They're not bothered by the whole predator and prey thing, they're just having a good time. You can see them chasing each other, running around like they're in a game of tag. The raccoon does these funny little somersaults, and the deer gracefully jumps around. It's like a dance of nature right there on the farm. Cam captures every joyful moment, and it's impossible not to smile watching it. This videotape is a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected friendships can be in the simplest places, even on a sunny day in a farm. Combat. This cool video from a secret camera in the woods caught something really weird. So there's this camera set up near big rocks, right? And guess what it saw? A snake chilling in a crack in the rocks. Now here comes a bobcat and it spots the snake. And you will not believe what happens next. The bobcat starts pawing at the snake, thinking it's trouble or something. It's like a wild showdown. The bobcat keeps scratching and trying to jump at the snake, but the snake is like, nah, I'm good, and just slides back into the rocks. It's like a mini battle in the wild. The bobcat is all curious, and the snake is just minding its own business. Nature is full of surprises, right? Imagine having a front row seat to this crazy encounter in the woods. The camera caught it all, leaving us with a wild story about a bobcat and a snake face-off in the rocks. Nature is one wild and mysterious place. Thief Coyote. Get ready to be amazed by this camera tale from the wild. So there's this trail camera, right? It's chilling in the woods doing its job. Suddenly, a sneaky coyote shows up. The camera catches its attention, and the coyote, curious as can be, comes closer. It's like a natural mystery unfolding. Now, get this. The coyote, maybe thinking it's a toy or something, tries to grab the camera off the tree. Hilariously, it fails a few times. But also, out of the blue, success! The coyote nabs the camera and dashes off like a camera-thieving bandit. Later on, when the camera's proprietor discovers it, the poor thing's all beaten up. There's scrapes and marks far and wide thanks to the runner's sharp teeth. Imagine that, a real-life runner. Camera showdown. This, my friend, is one of the rarest effects ever caught on film. A wild camera-stealing runner. Who would have allowed it? Nature's full of surprises. Sleeping Beast. Guess what popped up on Facebook? David Lee Enberg shared this trail camera photo that is making folks scratch their heads. So there's this dark creature chilling in the woods, and where it's at is a big mystery. Some folks thought, hey, it's just a black bear catching some Z's on its reverse. But stayed, others jumped in with, nah, that is Bigfoot taking a nap in the forest. The plot thickens. Now, then is the scoop check out of those paw prints. They are more bearish than Bigfootish, and if you zoom in, you can spot its noggin and snout. So, is it a bear just catching a snooze or the elusive Bigfoot catching 40 winks? It's a real head-scratcher, and everyone's got a theory. David's print turned into a little mystery tale, leaving us all playing detective. What is your take on it? A bear's doze or Bigfoot's secret nap spot? The internet is buzzing with ideas. Walking trees. In this tiny video, guess what? Trees are actually moving. Yep, you heard it right. Imagine these trees, the ones that usually stay put in the ground, decide to take a little stroll to a new spot. And get this, someone caught it all on camera. So in the video you see different types of trees doing their own version of a tree walk. Some are over near in the shot, like you could nearly touch them. While others are far down, just doing their tree thing. Now, then is the crazy part. These trees are on the move, but the roots are still in the ground. Like, how does that indeed work? You can see it clear as day. The tree's just picking up and going for a walk, roots and all. It's like a tree parade, but instead of marching down the road, they're strolling through the lawn. Watch the video and you'll be scratching your head, wondering if trees secretly have legs or something. It's a total mystery. Hedgehog protected their babies. Once upon a time in a spiky world, a hedgehog family faced a big problem. A speedy leopard came strolling down the road where the hedgehogs lived. Uh-oh. The tiny baby hedgehogs were in danger. Hold on, Mama and Papa Hedgehog were heroes for their little ones. They went into protection mode fast. Mama Hedgehog stood tall, her pointy quills like a tough wall. Papa Hedgehog, brave and strong, stood right beside her, ready to guard their precious babies. A person with a special eye, a camera, caught this amazing fight on video. The leopard, thinking it set up a yummy treat, quickly realized it picked the wrong opponents. The hedgehog parents, brave in their hearts, stayed strong, telling the leopard not to mess with them. Eventually, the leopard decided it was not worth the trouble and sneaked down. Victory for the hedgehog family! The tiny ones wiggled their cute noses in thanks, and the hedgehog parents celebrated, proud they kept their baby safe from the leopard on the road. In this little part of the animal world, love and courage won over danger. Little Mink at Night. One night, a cute mink with shiny fur went on a secret mission in the big farms. The mink was really curious and its eyes sparkled in the dark as it roamed around the fields. Someone still put a watchful camera there, and it silently recorded all the cool effects happening at night. The playful mink ran each over, smelling the air and poking its nose everywhere. This little beast was on a mission, moving fast and nimble. The night, filled with twinkling stars, was like a beautiful stage for this exciting adventure. The camera, like a quiet friend, took pictures of the mink doing all sorts of twists and turns. You could see the mink's shadow dancing in the moonlight as it searched for commodity special. In this stupendous darkness story, the mink's journey unfolds, and it's so interesting. You cannot help but be amazed by how simple and pretty nature is at night. The dark has its own secrets, and the camera, like a storyteller, shows us a wonderful part of the mink's adventure beneath the stars. Fox ate the dead mouse. One dark night in the quiet forest, a curious fox discovered a surprise on a trail camera. The camera, hidden among the trees, caught the fox's midnight snack adventure. The clever creature stumbled upon a lifeless mouse and, without hesitation, began feasting on its find. The creepy glow of the moonlight highlighted the fox's sleek fur as it indulged in the unexpected meal. The tiny creature came to a night diner, nibbling down at the mouse with its sharp teeth. The forest, normally filled with mysterious sounds, witnessed the silent spectacle of a fox enjoying its nightly feast. The trail camera, like a silent observer, captured every moment of this unexpected dining experience in the heart of the woods. The footage revealed nature's circle of life as the fox, guided by the cover of darkness, savored its meal under the watchful eye of the hidden camera. Mermaid caught on cam. Once upon a sunny day near a noisy old dock by the water, something really special happened. Someone with a camera saw something amazing, a real mermaid. This magical creature had shiny scales and a super long tail. But it was stuck on the dry dock and really wanted to go back into the water. The wood under the mermaid made lots of creaky sounds as it tried its best to slide back into the water. The mermaid looked super determined and kind of sad with its tail flopping on the dry wood. Every time it pushed, the old dock made noises like it was talking too. The person with the camera recorded this special moment, showing how hard the mermaid was trying to get back to its underwater home. It was like a make-believe story happening right there on the old dock, a place where real life and pretend mixed together in a cool way. Furry creature. Once upon a time, on a quiet road, there was a man who discovered a little brown furry friend. This mysterious creature was so small and fluffy, with a coat the color of rich chocolate. The man, surprised and intrigued, decided to share some tasty treats with the furry critter. As they sat on the roadside, the man offered bits of food, and to everyone's delight, the furry critter eagerly nibbled down. Their encounter was a charming spectacle, creating an encouraging scene on the tranquil road. The furry friend with its adorable brown fur seemed to appreciate the unexpected company and the delicious snacks. It was a simple yet magical moment, capturing the essence of kindness and connection between humans and the mysterious small creature. Bizarre mass. Once, a man found something super weird in the woods. Picture this. a bunch of strange pulsating blobs hanging onto a tree. And guess what? Not just one, but a whole bunch of them, like a gang. The man was so surprised he could not believe his own eyes. So he quickly took out his camera and started recording. He really wanted to show everyone what he would discover. When he zoomed in, you could see these mysterious blobs throbbing on the tree bark. It was like the tree was hosting a secret hot party for nature. The man was so amazed that he could not stop using lots of exclamation marks in the video. It was a moment that made him feel both confused and fascinated. And of course, he to share this strange sight with anyone who'd watch. Imagine stumbling upon such a wild and wonderful thing in the great outdoors. Wild lion in the hotel. One dark night, a wild lion made an unexpected appearance at a fancy 5-star hotel. The whole adventure was caught on CCTV. The curious agile casually rambled into the luxurious lobby, its majestic mane catching the dim light. The vacated surroundings added a creepy touch to the scene as the lion explored the opulent halls and rooms. The generally bustling hostel was eerily silent, with no one in sight to witness the uninvited guest's escapade. The surveillance footage captured the captain's every move, from cautiously sniffing around to gazing out of grand windows. The contrast between the untamed visitor and the posh setting created a surreal atmosphere. Eventually, as dawn approached, the lion gracefully exited the hotel, disappearing into the night. The incident left the once serene hotel with an extraordinary tale, reminding everyone that nature's wonders sometimes find their way into the most unexpected places. Cryptid monster. In a super weird video, lots of people got spooked by a mysterious creature found on an island. This guy named Jeff Warren stumbled upon it when he was out on a boat with his son at Wolf Island. At first, Jeff thought it was a dead seal, but as he got closer, surprise, it was not a seal at all. Instead, it was this seriously strange and kinda creepy monster thing. Imagine a creature with a weird mouth, a long neck, and a tail about 4 to 5 feet long. That is what Jeff found. Now, here's the crazy part. The creature was lying there all dead, and birds were pecking at it. But the wildest thing is nobody knows where this creature came from. It's a real mystery. Jeff and his son stumbled upon something straight out of a spooky story, and the internet cannot stop buzzing about it. What in the world is this creature, and where did it come from? The answers are still a big question mark. Two-faced fish. Once there was a man who loved hanging out by the river trying to catch some fish. One bright and sunny day, he felt a weird pull on his fishing line. His eyes sparkled with excitement as he pulled in his catch. Guess what? He caught a fish that was like a magic trick. It had 2 faces, both looking in different directions, but on the same side. His eyes got super big because he could not believe it, and a big smile took over his face. This double-faced fish was like something out of a fairy tale. The man was so amazed and happy about his special catch. He sat by the river thinking about how cool it was and wondering what other secrets the river might be hiding. As the sun went down, he sat there by the river, still amazed by the two-faced wonderfish that turned a regular day of fishing into a story to tell everyone. Wild rabbit. Once upon a sunny day in the forest, a curious rabbit got caught on a secret camera. The little bunny with its wiggly nose and fluffy tail did not know it was being filmed. As the camera rolled, the rabbit hopped around, exploring the lush place. Sun peeked through the trees, making cool shadows on the ground. The rabbit happily munched on tasty greens, not realizing the hidden camera was watching. Its whiskers wiggled with joy and its ears perked up at every little sound. The camera, hiding in nature, quietly recorded the bunny's adventure. The rabbit, wandering around, became the star of its own special story. In this calm video of forest life, the sunny day felt like a storybook. The rabbit's cute moves in the quiet woods made a lovely tale about a wild animal having a simple but amazing day in the heart of nature. Skunk caught in trail cam. One night in a really dark forest, something special happened. A tiny creature with a stripe on its back got caught on a camera by the trail. Picture this, the camera was silently watching and saw a surprise visitor, a skunk. It was super close, acting like a secret explorer at night. The skunk's fur looked like a black and white cape, and its small nose was sniffing around with curiosity. The forest was like its nighttime playground, full of leaves making noise and hiding dark. When the camera blinked, it showed the skunk doing a playful formal sneaking around the trail. Maybe it was searching for a yummy snack or just having a fun adventure under the moon. Its little paws made tiny prints in the soft dirt, telling a story of its nighttime journey. The forest with tall trees and soft whispers became the skunk's quiet stage. In the end, the trail camera caught a quick look at this furry friend in the mysterious dark, giving us a magical memory of a night when nature's secrets unfolded right in front of us. Giant tarantula. In a wild world where big hairy spiders live, there is a fascinating story about giant tarantulas and tiny frogs teaming up. Watch this, the tarantula has a cozy burrow, and it's worried about creepy crawly insects getting too close to its precious eggs. So what does the clever tarantula do? It befriends a teeny frog. Yup, the spider invites the little hopper to move in. Now you might wonder, what is in it for the frog? Well, the tarantula becomes the frog's guardian. No one messes with the frog when the big hairy spider is around. It's like having a guardian. In exchange, the frog does something incredible. It munches on those pesky insects that could harm the tarantula's eggs. Teamwork at its finest. So, there you have it, a wild partnership in the animal kingdom. A gigantic tarantula and a tiny frog, sticking together to outsmart the bugs and stay safe from bigger baddies. Nature sure knows how to create some surprising friendships. Scariest night of the truck driver. One spooky night, a lone truck driver found himself in a chilling dilemma. Picture this, he's cruising down a deserted road when suddenly his safe truck comes to an unexpected halt. Alone in the darkness, he decided to document the creepy encounter on video. As he fumbled with his phone, something caught his eye in the forest beside the road. A mysterious figure was moving swiftly among the trees. In the dim glow of his phone, the driver strained to capture the enigma on camera, but it remained elusive, darting through the dark. The suspense thickened as the driver's unease grew. The night came, the background for his unexplained fright, with the mysterious figure in the forest leaving an indelible mark on the trucker's memory. It was a spine-tingling night, where the stillness of the road was disrupted by the unknown, and the trucker's video left viewers wondering about the secrets concealed in the darkness. The creepy guy. In a spooky forest, a guy recorded a video of something really creepy. While he was walking around, he saw a weird person with all twisted body parts hiding among the trees. Things got scary when this strange figure felt the camera watching it. Slowly, it turned its twisted body toward the camera, giving the guy major goosebumps. The odd person started moving closer in a really weird and scary way. The guy, super scared, kept recording the strange sight. Dark played on the twisted trees as the creepy person came closer to the camera. The air got really heavy, and you could hear the leaves crunching under its strange footsteps. The guy, scared out of his wits, kept recording, not knowing what would be next. This whole thing left him feeling really uneasy, like a super mysterious and spine-chilling moment that stuck with him from finding the creepy person in the middle of the forest. Deer caught on cam at night. In the dark night, a special camera like a quiet spy zoomed in to take a cool video. Guess what? A nice deer, all cloaked in the dark, showed up on the screen. The camera really liked this deer and zoomed in more. The deer was just munching on some soft grass under the moon. Everything was super calm, and the air felt really peaceful. The deer did not know the camera was there, so it kept on eating, looking all graceful. The camera, like a secret eye, filmed this awesome moment in the wild. You could hear the leaves making soft sounds and other night noises in the background, making it even more peaceful. The tiny dots on the screen made a beautiful story about nature. It showed a night where a deer and some lawn were having a quiet hop away from everyone's eyes, but caught forever by the camera. Two-faced snake. Watch this amazing video where a small snake is held in someone's hand. But this is not just any snake, it's got two faces. Yep, you heard it right, a two-faced wonder. This little guy has one face on each side of its head, and it's super cool. Get up close as the camera zooms in, and you'll see the snake's double personalities, each with its own set of eyes and features. The person holding the snake does it with care, showing off its incredible double-sided nature. The snake is completely chill, wrapping around fingers without any hint of being mean. This two-faced snake is so special, making you wonder how in the world nature came up with this amazing idea. Think of the video like a cool story. The person's hand is like a stage, and the snake, with its two faces, is the star. It's a quick but alluring moment that makes you realize how awesome nature can be. It's like a sneak peek into the incredible surprises our natural world has waiting for us. Reverse car and the rhino. Once upon a time, there was a man driving his car in a big green forest. Suddenly, a huge rhino appeared and started running straight towards him. Oh no! In fear, the man quickly hit the reverse gear and started driving backwards. But then the crazy part, he did not stop. The man kept reversing his car as fast as he could, and the rhino kept chasing him. It was like a funny hop in the forest, a car going backward, a rhino following. The man was looking back with wide eyes, and the rhino had its horn down, determined to catch up. The forest echoed with the sounds of the car's engine and the thumping of the rhino's giant feet. It went on for a while, this wild rear chase. The man was probably asking, how did I end up in a rhino race? Eventually, the rhino got tired, or maybe just got bored, and it gave up the chase. The man stopped his car, relieved and probably a bit confused too. And that is the story of the man who went backward in his car, trying to outsmart a rhino in the forest. Tiger's swimming skills. Out in the wild, something amazing happened. A strong tiger decided to jump into the river, surprising everyone. A camera, still watching from the riverbank, recorded the tiger swimming underwater like a real pro. With every paddle, the tiger showed off its awesome swimming skills, gliding through the water super smoothly. The ripples played around the tiger as it moved through the river with a clear goal. When the tiger got near to the other side, its head popped out of the water, showing a determined look. The camera followed the tiger's every move, catching how strong and graceful it was in the water. The tiger's big paws pushed it forward, proving it was really good at handling the swash's inflow. This underwater journey of the tiger was like a fantastic show of how cool nature is. It taught us how amazing and adaptable these big cats are, handling different places with style and strength. The video let us peek into the tiger's hidden talents, revealing its ability to handle tricky situations like a champ. Crocodiles on diet. Once 3 crocodiles were hanging out on the land, just doing their crocodile thing. One day, a delicious fish started flopping around nearby. 2 of the crocs, even though they really wanted to, did not eat the fish. But the 3rd crocodile could not resist and decided to snack on the fish. Now that is where it gets interesting. The 2 crocodile pals, maybe because they were watching their figure, did not like that their friend was munching on the fish. Rather than clapping for his food choice, they joined forces and, with a quick pull, dragged their fish-loving friend into the water. In crocodile land, it turns out the diet promise is a big deal. So the lesson might be that true friends stick to their diets together, indeed if they have to do a water rescue. And that, my pals, is the story of the 3 crocs and the fishy adventure on dry land. The Gharial Crocodile. Once upon a time, there was a river where something amazing happened. A magical box with an eye. A camera captured a Gharial crocodile having a grand feast in the water. The Gharial, a cool crocodile with a super long beak, was surrounded by tons of yummy fish. It seemed like a seafood buffet just for the Gharial. The camera showed how the Gharial was having a blast, splashing around and munching on all the delicious fish swimming hard. The river became a party place for the empty crocodile. The Gharial's eyes twinkled with joy as it swam gracefully, savoring the delicious treat. The camera could not believe its luck landing this extraordinary moment of a crocodile living its best aquatic life. It was a fishy fiesta, and the Gharial was the VIP guest, enjoying every bit of the aquatic feed. And so, in the heart of the river, a crocodile's feast came a mesmerizing tale, captured by the watchful eye of the magical camera. The Flying Deer. In a quiet forest, something magical happens. A video camera caught an amazing sight, a deer making a huge jump. The forest, all covered in different shades of green, was like a stage for nature's own special show. The deer, all graceful and poised, got ready to jump as if it could defy gravity. With a quick move, it leaped into the air, looking just like it was flying. The jump was so big, almost like the deer grew wings. The whole forest seemed to stop and watch, enchanted by this amazing nature show. The camera, like a quiet friend, recorded the deer jumping through the air, freezing the moment. The deer's shadow against the trees made a calm picture of the wild forest. The video gave us a peek into how awesome nature is, leaving us feeling amazed. In those quick moments, the forest told us its stories, and the deer's jump was like a dance with the wind, a magical show right in the middle of nature. Alienoids. This spooky video I stumbled upon reveals some seriously strange happenings in the woods. Imagine these tall, weird creatures with round heads, all ghostly white and creeping around. It's like something out of a spooky storybook. People watching the video are saying these brutes might be like aliens, you know, those external space folks. And get this, they're not just standing there. Nope, they're taking a stroll in the middle of the woods, moving in a really strange way. The footage is like a mystery unfolding right before your eyes. These super tall beings with their pale faces are just doing their thing in the trees. It's not your everyday walk in the park, that's for sure. Folks are scratching their heads, wondering what on earth, or maybe not from Earth, these creatures are over. It's a real head scratcher, and watching the video is like stepping into a spooky adventure where you're not quite sure what is around the next tree. Talk about a wild encounter with the unknown. Unexpected Velociraptor. Guess what happened in Florida? Someone caught a creature on camera that looked just like a velociraptor. You know, those dinos from way back.
This is kind of the classic image of a small bipedal theropod type of dinosaur.
This thing had sharp claws and a super cool reptile-like body. It moved quickly and looked super fierce, making everyone watching go, whoa. The video of this crazy dinosaur-like moment got folks buzzing with excitement and curiosity. Now people are all like, say, are there still dinosaurs hiding around today? Imagine that, dinosaurs in our time. This idea has everyone talking and wondering. The video made it feel like maybe, just maybe, these ancient creatures are still hanging out with us now.
This is kind of the classic image of a small bipedal theropod type of dinosaur.
It's like a real-life dino riddle, and everyone's chatting about it. The study of living with dinosaurs is so mind-blowing that it sparked a bunch of excitement and talks among people. Can you believe it? Dinosaurs, right then, right now. It's almost like a dino adventure in our own backyard. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
In these videos, we're going to witness some of the most incredible encounters with the majestic creatures, as well as strange things like a fight between a bear versus a man. From gentle giants to fierce predators like the frill-necked lizard, we have seen the raw creepiness of nature and its inhabitants. But that's not all. We have also witnessed the agility and strength of a leopard as it hunts for its prey in the wild. These monster trail cam videos that are now on public record are going to be presented in this. Bear versus man. Imagine flying your drone in the vast mountain ranges, heavily packed with thick snow-laden forests, only to capture something frightening with your drone camera. A similar set of events occurred in a mountain forest, where a man recorded disturbing clips with his drone camera. The drone took its flight from an open field and turned into the woods. And within a few minutes, it recorded a man wearing a blue jacket running from afar towards him, and a giant grizzly bear was chasing him. The drone didn't stop flying there. Instead, it went ahead and slightly hit the furious bear. This caught a bit of the bear's attention. However, the bear was fascinated by the man running in front of him, so he went ahead, ignoring the flying drone. The drone camera turned around and kept recording both. Nonetheless, we hope that man had escaped this vicious trap. Crocodile's attack on leopard.
So close to the crocodile.
Once upon a time in a wild and untamed land, there lived a lustrous and spotted animal. This animal, with a mighty thirst, made its way to the fizzy water's edge. As the animal bent down to douse its thirst, an unforeseen disturbance broke the calm silence. With a heavy splash and a cunning scaled figure came from the depths. The lurking crocodile, stealthy and sly, launched itself at the unknowing animal. Its important jaws snapped shut, aiming to pick up its prey. The leopard, caught off guard, let out a startled face and bounded back, hardly escaping the crocodile's deadly grip. It was a close call, and the two bloodsuckers locked eyes for a moment, sizing each other up, before the leopard wisely retreated, leaving the stream's edge to the crocodile, who slipped back beneath the water, evaporating into the depths. It was a tense hassle in the circle of life, where hazard lurked just below the face.
Oh!
Lioness and her little cubs. In the daytime, a hidden world showed itself in front of a camera. It was a world of secrets, not the usual things you see. The video revealed a lioness, a big and beautiful animal walking through a mysterious wilderness with her 3 little cubs. The wild place around them was full of green and golden colors. 2 of the cubs followed their mother, looking curious by the things they didn't understand. But the 3rd cub, full of energy and youth, ran ahead without realizing the hidden dangers in the bushes. The lioness, like a guardian of hidden knowledge, gently stopped her racing cub with her claws, reminding it of the dangers it couldn't see. She also looked back as if there were more secrets in the wild than we could see. Maybe only those who explore the wild can understand these secrets. Where hidden things are just on the edge of what we can know, and they are hard to see and understand. This scene wasn't just interesting, it was like a puzzling mystery showing us a world where nature keeps its secrets close, telling them in the quiet language of shadows and silence. Mysterious fox feeding video. In the daytime, something strange happened. A house, all alone, had a hidden purpose. 8 foxes, like silent guardians of the wilderness, gathered in a mysterious way near the house. They were waiting for someone to give them food. When the door opened, an invisible hand threw pieces of bread to these foxes.
Get morning. Good morning, my baby bunny.
Each fox moved quickly and gracefully to get their food. It was like a strange dance between nature and something unknown. The person giving the food and the clever foxes seemed to have an unspoken agreement that only they understood. This unusual connection happened every day, making it a strange and puzzling scene under the sunlight.
Papa. 1, 2.
The Lion and the Turtle. In the dim evening, something strange happened. A huge lion with a dark mane was on a video near a river. It looked like a ghostly show. The lion went to the river and drank water. Then an old turtle came near the lion right at its mouth. Surprisingly, the turtle wasn't scared. The lion and the turtle had a secret understanding, and the lion continued to drink water. The river sound was like a spooky song. The lion kept its eyes on the turtle and drank water. It was a very shocking event for everyone that how the turtle didn't afraid of the lion, and why the lion didn't get offended by the turtle. Some thought that probably both of them were friends. It was a weird and puzzling moment, like a mystery in nature that left everyone watching in wonder. Mystical encounter with frill-necked lizard. In a sunny forest, something amazing happened. A brave man was there full of curiosity. He pointed his camera at a special lizard called a frill-necked lizard. This lizard moved in a strange way, like a puzzle to solve. The lizard sat on the man without scaring him. Instead, the man laughed. The lizard had a frill on its neck that would get bigger and smaller, like a magical show. It moved in a way that looked almost unreal, like it was defying gravity. The forest was a perfect place for this magical encounter. The sunlight came through the trees, making everything seem mystical. Anyone lucky enough to see this couldn't help but feel the forest mysteries. In that short moment, the man's laughter and the lizard's dance made a beautiful and mysterious moment in the forest. It left everyone who saw it amazed by the wonders of nature. Woman and Panther. In a hidden place, a video told a strange story. It all started when a woman found what she thought was a small kitten in a tangled mess of plants. But as time passed, she realized it wasn't a kitten at all. It was a panther, a wild and powerful creature. Surprisingly, she didn't get scared and kept the panther as her companion. Her courage was a mystery because she took the panther into the deep forest where it was dangerous. They explored the woods together like two secret friends connected by fate. The video talked about a special connection beyond understanding between the woman and the panther. It was a story about a woman who bravely embraced the mysteries of the wild, a story hidden in the darkness and lit by her bravery, always wrapped in secrets. Enigmatic encounter in forest. In a deep old forest, something mysterious happened.
Oh no, stop it. Oh my gosh.
There was a video showing a narrow path that went on into the dark woods. A girl was inside a cabin and she started moving down this strange path all by herself. Then, out of nowhere, 3 very big bears appeared. They were massive. Strangely, the girl didn't do anything. She just stayed still, scared in the quiet forest. Time felt like it had stopped, and everyone was holding their breath. The bears came closer, their dark eyes hiding their intentions. But then, something strange happened. The bears, as if they had a secret agreement, passed right by her without hurting her. She felt lucky and surprised. The forest kept its mysteries, and this strange encounter would always be a part of her life. Mama bear desperate to feed her babies. In the dark of the night, something mysterious happened, caught on a house camera. It looked like nature had a secret to tell. In the dim light, a mother bear appeared, like she had a hidden reason. She had 2 baby bears with her, and they seemed really hungry. They followed her, curious and in need of something to eat. The mother bear led her cubs to a lonely car under the night sky. What did she hope to find there? Was it real food or just a trick of the night? Suddenly, the bear broke the car's mirror, making a loud noise. She climbed inside, her actions puzzling, like she was solving a hidden puzzle. The camera could only show a part of the story, leaving us with many questions about what the bear was thinking. It was a nighttime mystery, a story waiting to be discovered. A narrow escape. Deep in the thick woods, the video began with an unsettling incident. A giant Korean snake swallowing a baby bird off its nest. It was a terrifying sight in which a snake held the baby bird with its wide open mouth, gradually engulfing it, starting from its tiny feet while hanging from a branch close to a bird's nest. On seeing this barbaric act, the bird couple intervened. They tried to prick the snake multiple times from various directions to loosen the snake's grip on their baby. Somehow, this seemingly impossible trick worked. The snake dropped the bird, but now another problem was to shush away the snake from the nearby nest. As the nest had unhatched nestlings, the bird couple needed to make the snake disappear, so they went full on it. They started attacking the snake, biting its rustling tail and pushing it off the tree branch. At last, their efforts bore fruit, and the snake went, sparing the eggs from its dreadful feast. Hungry crocodiles. Do you know how a hungry crocodile feasts over his meal? If not, then don't worry, we got you. This disturbing footage began with the terrifying sight of a group of giant crocodiles gawking at the piece of meat, as if they'd been kept hungry for ages. They began crowding near the man who was holding a huge chunk of the meat in the air. Well, that chunk was not enough for tons of giant crocodiles. Yet the man tossed that chunk into the pond, brimmed with hungry crocodiles, adding more to the already dreadful atmosphere. The deafening silence soon ended with water splashes as the crocodiles became fanatical at the long-awaited meal. They attacked over the one piece of meat, and some lucky crocodile at the back nibbled that flesh. The video ended with crocodiles staring at the man, hoping for a meatier feast. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Predator versus predator. Have you ever seen a predator falling prey to another predator? Nature's vicious cycle works in such a way that even venomous predators can serve as a delicious meal for avians. For instance, in this video, an eagle can be seen brutally dismembering a giant snake. These sharp claws had their grips tight on the slithering creature, while its pointed beak started making brutal incisions on the snake's wriggling body. This video might be triggering for you guys, as the eagle ripped apart the snake's abdomen, exposing his intestines and eating them right away. The eagle did not stop there. It kept butchering the snake nibble by nibble, and in the end, severed its already torn body. leap of faith. A lone bobcat sat out on a risky journey amid the vastness of the Arctic wasteland. The landscape, blanketed in snow and ice, stretched endlessly before the cat. The bobcat was conscious of the threats hiding beneath the frosty surface and used its strong senses to detect its every move. While walking over the frozen lake, the bobcat felt shivers run down its spine as a sudden sharp cracking broke the eerie calm. At that instant of extreme danger, the bobcat's survival instincts took over. It shot into the freezing air with a magnificent leap full of speed and agility. With a gentle thud, it landed on the other side of the brittle ice after using its strong legs to drive itself to safety. The bobcat's quick reflexes and acute awareness had kept it safe from the freezing grasp of the water below in the face of hardship. Fear reflecting through the mirror. Just minding its own business and having fun, a bear strolled through the trees in a jungle. However, it noticed something odd out of the blue, which actually was a mirror, but it was strange and creepy for the bear. The bear couldn't resist checking itself out, and that's when things got weird. Its eyes went from being inquisitive to strangely concentrated, as though they were hiding a sinister secret. The bear was startled and tried to run away, but it could not. It seemed as though the mirror had enchanted it. The jungle went all quiet, and you could almost feel the suspense in the air. The bear and the mirror were locked in this strange, eerie moment, and the bear was confused and astonished enough. He had the experience of his life about which he will now wonder for ages. Snail's Serene Feast. In a cozy little corner of the world, a couple of snails made the decision to have a feast. They weren't in a rush, rather they took their time, savoring their little bites of joy. A fresh piece of green was being munched by one snail, while the other got a sprinkle of something powdery and delicious in front of it. They didn't seem to care about the world around them. Their slow, deliberate chewing produced an odd ASMR symphony, with the calming sounds of little bites and the soft rhythm of the natural world. Their peaceful and unhurried feast gave you a little moment of pure enjoyment and reminds you that happiness can be found in the little things, even when you're a snail enjoying a leisurely meal. The Anteater with Two Faces. In this captivating video, a giant anteater was engaged in a fantastic trick that fooled the eyes and the mind. This curious creature was toying with a piece of wood, and its forelegs seemed to take on an eerie, lifelike appearance and resemble another face. At first glance, it was as if he was not alone, but there were two. The video played with our perception, making you wonder if there were two distinct creatures or just one cleverly disguised giant anteater. This captivating illusion will leave you in suspense and prompt you to ponder the uncanny abilities of nature and how the things we see can be this much manipulating. Baby rhino's playdate with a wild beast. In this adorable video, a baby rhino stole the show with its adorable antics. This young rhino, full of youthful radiance, played a game of chase with a nearby wildebeest. It mustered all its tiny might, charged toward the wild beast, and then quickly retreated to its mother's side for safety. The wildebeest played along while gracefully prancing off and then lowering its pace to allow the baby rhino to catch up. Their amusing back and forth was a touching example of animal friendship and innocence. A warthog was also watching the scene with a look of pure amusement. It seemed genuinely entertained by the lively performance, demonstrating how nature is full of surprises, including the endearing and happy times when various creatures get together to enjoy some innocent fun. This video served as a heartfelt reminder of the pure and untamed delight of youth and the incredible connections that form between the various creatures that call the wild home. Jaws of Danger. In a bone-chilling and utterly dangerous video, a man dared to defy reason by pushing his entire arm into the gaping jaws of a crocodile. The crocodile's mouth was open wide, like the jaws of an ancient predator ready to close. Undaunted by the impending danger, the man first played with fate by sticking only a tiny portion of his arm in, then quickly pulled it out as the crocodile's jaws closed. Then he plunged his whole arm right into the crocodile's mouth. It was a heart-pounding moment, leaving viewers in shock and thrill. One could only wonder what drove the man to take such a risky and potentially fatal action. This video was a sobering reminder of the extent to which some people would go to experience thrills or to demonstrate their bravery, even when they were in grave danger. Massive elephant seal. In a New Zealand park, something strange happened during the bright daylight. A massive and mysterious creature appeared, pushing the limits of understanding. The video recorded this mystery, revealing a gigantic elephant seal, a creature normally found deep in the sea. This enormous being moved through the park with an eerie grace. People gathered around like insects, and their quiet whispers added to the puzzling atmosphere. This was no ordinary sight. It was like a puzzle in the daytime. People couldn't figure out where this enormous creature came from. It felt as if it had emerged from the depths of the ocean, breaking free from the water to explore the land. In that strange and bright moment, the park transformed into a place of mysteries. Reality mixed with the unknown, and the massive elephant seal became a puzzle that no one could solve. Hunting gone wrong. Have you ever heard about a gray wolf hunting a skunk? Well, the other day, a trail camera recorded a fascinating incident that happened in the middle of the night. Apparently, a gray wolf was stalking a skunk and attacked it from behind, thinking that it would be an easy prey. However, things didn't go as planned. The skunk activated its defense mechanism and sprayed the wolf with its pungent odor. The wolf was taken aback and stayed numb and irritated for a while, trying to shake off the stinky mess. It was a hilarious sight to witness, a wild predator being outsmarted by a tiny skunk. Though it might have been frustrating for the wolf, it's always incredible to see how nature has equipped each animal with unique ways to survive and defend itself. So next time you see a skunk, be careful. They can be pretty feisty. Safari faux figure. A weird scene was recorded by a tourist while roaming through a safari. In the video, many people were seen holding on to the tall tree. Their facial expressions were somewhat unpleasant, as if they were in real danger and frightened by something. And below them were a bunch of deadly animals waiting for them to climb down. The rhinoceros, lions, and hyenas were all staring at the group of people with drooling faces, as if they were all waiting for their scrumptious feast. However, this wasn't real at all. It was just a faux and staged figure, solely for the entertainment purposes of tourists. Pigeons escape. In a thrilling feathered encounter, a courageous pigeon found itself in the wrong location at the wrong time. A fearless trespass into a falcon's nest. The falcon swiftly seized the pigeon by the neck as soon as it approached, forcing him from the nest. The falcon turned the pigeon over on the edge of a nearby building and proceeded to pluck each feather individually in a show of dominance. But the pigeon was able to wriggle free and get out of the falcon's clutches. After that, the falcon went back to her nest to continue watching her eggs until they hatched. This video demonstrates the ferocious rivalry and territorial tendencies of raptors. They do not tolerate outsiders in their domain, and the dominant bird will avenge them. Close escape. A typical feeding at the zoo escalated into a violent fight between a fearless caretaker and a furious hippopotamus in a heart-stopping scene. The hippo unexpectedly turned violent as the attendant entered its cage to give its regular dinner. The generally gentle hippo suddenly snapped, taking the attendant by surprise. The caretaker ran for the tight escape, dodging the hippo's potent attack rapidly. It was a contest between strength and time. Amazingly, the man managed to slip through the narrow space just in time to avoid the furious creature's vengeance. The incident left everyone in awe of the caretaker's quick thinking and the unpredictable nature of the animal kingdom, reminding everyone of the raw power and unpredictability within the confines of a zoo. A fierce battle. A quiet and peaceful place turned into a fierce battlefield, all thanks to two ginormous hippos fighting with each other with all their might. The video was recorded by one of the many spectators who were thrilled to witness such a dangerous sight. It all started with two colossal hippos attacking one another with their full might. Their jaws were wide open, pointed teeth colliding to break each other's jaw. The atmosphere was filled with intense noises made by angry hippos. The observers were standing in profound silence. Thus, the whole place was echoing with this daring encounter. Their jaws closed for a good minute, only to open again with full force as they sprinted towards each other like two savages. This brutal fight would have been a real show for the spectators, but it was pretty dangerous for the safety of animals as the hippos could get themselves killed. Vegetarian cobra. This captivating video shows a snake eating a whole egg in one sitting. The snake can be seen in the footage creeping towards the egg, placed just in front of it, and then opening its jaws to consume the whole thing. It is remarkable to see how well the snake can swallow such a big object as an egg. The egg, so delicate in comparison, vanishes in the curves of the snake's grip. The fantastic way the snake's body expands as it swallows the egg highlights the cobra's extraordinary flexibility. The video showcases the cobra's remarkable hunting abilities and offers a rare look at its eating habits. Upside-down elephant. Have you ever seen a giant elephant performing spellbinding stunts? This video showcases the remarkable ability of a big elephant to turn upside down on its master's command. The video began with the elephant bathing in a well-accommodating cage by a long hose. Meanwhile, a woman can be seen demonstrating the remarkable abilities of this colossal elephant.
Street poses and warrior poses, all of these things are basic poses.
And upon proper notion, the elephant took a daring step. It rolled over its front feet and stood on its trunk upside down while its lower body remained levitating in the air.
And when you do that, you can
This trick received a lot of appreciation and applause from the spectators, as it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The colossal elk. Animals can turn wild in no time. For instance, in this video, a man in the middle of a vast safari tried to take a picture of a giant elk who got fierce in no time. The video started with an elk sitting in the peaceful commodity of the jungle when a man trespassed on it. The beauty of the giant elk caught his attention, and he tried to capture its magnificence. The elk got alarmed and stood in all its glory before the man. The man could only get a few pictures when the things turned sore. The elk leaped onto the man with a sudden thrust. The man quickly lied on the ground to protect himself from this unannounced attack. This fortunate act saved his life from the wrath of the colossal elk. Falcon's head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement. Painful disparities. The world is full of cruel disparities. For instance, in this video, a harsh reality strikes straight into our faces when a cute puppy glances from his car window over a street dog sitting at the side of the road, turning it into a helpless situation. Imagine a dog receiving all the love from its owners traveling in cars, while another dog gets all the hate and stones from people sitting on the side of the road. The video encompasses the hurtful tragedies all around us, showcasing the brutal reality of the world where two animals are treated differently depending on their breeds. Grizzly bears attack. This video will send chills down your spine. In broad daylight, a family set out on a venture to a safari park. Driving around the safari, they came across this cute, not-so-big brown bear walking beside their car. The man, out of curiosity and humbleness, tried to feed the grizzly bear a pretzel. You would think it a sweet gesture, but here things took a wild turn. The untamed grizzly bear, to eat the pretzel, attacked the man's hand with its jaws wide open. However, the car ride saved the day for him as the man quickly plunged his hand out of reach of the man, and they quickly drove away. Bear chase in snow. In a snowy place, a snowboarder was singing a beautiful song. She was busy doing her own stuff. She didn't know a bear was following her. The snow and sky were quiet. She glided on her board, leaving marks in the snow. The bear, like a ghost, silently chased her. Her song mixed with the cold wind, and she danced like a ghost. The trees watched. A video showed her happy, but the bear chasing. It felt like time was waiting for something unexpected. If she knew, maybe her song would change. She didn't know the bear behind her. This moment in the snow stays a mystery in the video, waiting for someone to understand. Nobody knew why that bear was following her and what was his purpose. The bear might cause her harm. It was really a mysterious scene. Bears play with ice. The camera captured a breathtaking video of a light brown polar bear in the snowy land. It was playing with people like they were friends. A man was throwing snowballs and the bear loved it. It acted just like little human babies having so much fun. The bear sat on the ice looking super happy. The sight was so amazing and rare that it left everyone super surprised. Seeing a bear like this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It felt like a dream, but it was real. Imagine a big fluffy bear covered in snow playing with people like they were its pals. It was so cool, and the video made it even cooler. Nature can be full of surprises, and this was definitely one of them. The hippos try to escape. In a calm zoo, a security guard set up himself face to face with an untamed animal. It was not a captain or a bear, but an unforeseen meddler. A massive, disagreeable hippo. The security guard's heart fought as he stumbled upon the astonishing sight of a hippo making an adventurous attempt to escape its court. With fear surging through his manners, he realized he had to act snappily. He danced towards the court gate, a fence between the dangerous beast and the peaceful world outdoors. With beating hands, he fumbled for his walkie, silent, calling for backup. The distant chirp of steps could be heard, growing closer by the alternate. Drops of sweat dropped down his brow as he tried to lock the gate. The hippo, a force of nature, strained against the hedge, demonstrating immense strength. The seconds ticked down like hours, and the guard's determination was tested to its limits. He knew that heading off the hippo's escape was a matter of life and death. Man and crocodile. In broad daylight by the edge of a river, something eerie happened. A video showed a man who didn't seem to realize the danger around him. He was playing a dangerous game with a crocodile, putting his hand very close to the crocodile's open mouth. People watching from the shadows held their breath, sensing a disaster. The man, however, was not aware of the threat and continued his risky act. The crocodile, an ancient creature driven by primal instincts, was looking dangerous. Suddenly, it struck like bait itself, snapping its powerful jaws around the man's hand.
Oh my God, baby.
It's fine.
This shocking moment sent shivers down the spines of those watching. The man's face filled with shock as the crocodile's jaws trapped his hand, sealing his fate. Panic overwhelmed him as he struggled to break free from the crocodile's relentless grip.
He's not hurting me.
He's okay.
Hurry up, Linus.
The tension in the air was intense, and the river surface reflected the danger. Just as suddenly as it all began, the video ended, leaving many questions unanswered. The man's destiny hung in the balance, hidden in mystery. People wondered, did he escape the crocodile's grasp, or did he become another victim of the river's enigmatic secrets? The river held its secrets, leaving the truth concealed in the shadows where mysteries are born and legends take shape. Huge bear. In a dark forest where the moon barely lit the way, a camera saw something really scary. It was nighttime, and a huge and terrifying black bear showed up. This bear was different, not like the usual ones. It looked evil and massive. The camera took pictures, and you could see the bear clearly. It was so big that it seemed unreal, and it created spooky shadows in the dark. The bear's breath looked like a ghostly mist, and the forest was eerily quiet. Its fur was black and bristly like a demon's, and its eyes seemed wicked. The bear lowered its head to the ground and seemed to absorb fear from the earth. The ground trembled as if in fear, and even the trees shivered. The bear's growls filled the air with a strange, scary feeling. No one knew what this bear wanted. It moved like a ghost, and its actions were sinister. Its existence in this horrifying place was a sign of something very wrong. If anyone stumbled upon this nighttime, they'd face something beyond understanding. Those unlucky enough to meet it, even by accident, would feel a terror so deep that their souls would fade away, leaving only a scary, empty shell. In the forest's darkest corners, the bear continued to spread fear, and its shadow haunted the land forever. Forced breakfast with giant dog. On a sunny day, a family went to a green forest for an adventure. They recorded it in a video, and it showed how happy they were with their big pet dog. They all sat at a wooden table in the forest, and the sun made their faces glow. It was a beautiful scene, like something from a picture. You could feel the peacefulness in the air, but what was most special was their huge black dog.
What the f is happening right now?
Sean, hit your cigar.
He sat with them, looking very loyal and loving. He was like part of their family. Whenever they laughed, the dog wagged his tail happily and had shining eyes. They had breakfast, and everyone shared bread with butter. The dog patiently waited for his share. They fed him with care, like a parent feeding a child.
Oh my God. He's making her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It was touching to see the close bond between the people and their furry friend. The happiness in that moment was clear, laughter mixed with the dog's happy panting.
What is our dog? What the f?
It felt like the forest gave them a special place to be together. Their family connection, lit up by the sun, was wonderful. Their big dog was a star, and the video went on. The dog really enjoyed his food. He ate the bread and butter with so much joy, and he moved happily. It was a beautiful mix of love, laughter, and togetherness, with the forest as a backdrop. At that time, you couldn't help but smile and admire the love between a family and their extraordinary pet, all under the sun's warm rays. Falcon attacking goose. In a big empty desert with long shadows from the sun, something strange happened. A video happened in the daylight secrets showed a tough and wild side of nature. It felt like the desert and the sun were telling a mysterious story together. In this hot and lonely place, the video showed a powerful bird, a falcon hunting an innocent victim. A lonely goose with its white feathers standing out in the empty land sat quietly. The falcon, like a ghost, would dive down now and then, moving quickly and perfectly to catch the goose. Each attack was fast and didn't show any mercy, making the goose's life hard. While the video played, everything got really quiet. It felt like the lonely desert was hearing the goose's silent cries for help. The goose, a symbol of being weak, had to deal with a tough predator. Nature's cruelty decided what would happen in this strange daytime story. People watching this video couldn't help but feel scared. It reminded them of how tough and unforgiving nature can be. In the end, the goose, the sad character in this strange story, lost to its enemy. It fell to the hard ground, defeated and helpless. This video from the desert's harsh world told a story of survival in the wild side of nature. It made it hard to see who was the hunter and who was the hunted. The memory of this mystery stayed in people's minds long after the video ended.
Demon caught on cam. In the deep, dark night beneath a sky without a single gleaming moon, a brave person's camera captured something eerie. The lens revealed a scary shadow, a creature that looked like a demon with a twisted and terrifying shape, chasing after a frightened deer. The camera's gentle light unveiled this bone-chilling pursuit, with the deer desperately leaping away and the demon's horrifying form creating a scene of pure terror. The footage left everyone who saw it shaken, a chilling reminder that the night hides secrets we can barely understand. It was a moonless night, the kind where darkness blankets everything and the stars twinkle as the only source of light. In this inky blackness, a fearless soul's camera managed to capture something truly unsettling. The lens unveiled this sinister shadow, a figure that seemed like a demon, its grotesque shape and relentless pursuit of a startled deer. The camera's soft light exposed this icy chase, with the deer's frantic leaps and the ghastly form of the demon creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. The footage left all who watched it in shock, a haunting testament to the mysteries concealed in the depths of the night.
Lion and crocodile. In a dark, hidden part of the forest, something secret and strange happened. A video camera recorded a spooky dance between two powerful animals, a lion and a crocodile. They were fighting over a piece of food. The shadows of these animals looked spooky against the green background. The lion was like a king getting ready to pounce with hungry eyes. On the other side, the crocodile was like a scary monster waiting for its turn. The food they fought over was just a small piece, but it seemed really important to them. The lion roared loudly and pulled on the food, showing how much he wanted it. The crocodile, even though it usually lives in the water, used its strong jaws to hold onto the food, looking dangerous. The fight continued and it was hard to tell who would win. The whole forest was very quiet, like it was watching this strange battle. Even the trees and birds seemed to be holding their breath, as if they were in awe of this mysterious moment. The bushes in the forest seemed to have secrets from a very long time ago. The darkness of the night made the scene even more eerie and fascinating. It was a moment where the wild and the mysterious mixed, showing us a side of nature that we don't often get to see. Tiger eating meal. In a cage, a fierce lion was caught on camera having its meal. The lion seemed quite angry and wild. It was given a whole chicken and it began eating it hungrily. The way that it ate the chicken was eerie, as it took big bites and devoured it whole. The mysterious side of the lion devouring the chicken made the scene even scarier. The lion's fierce hunger and the way it ripped into the chicken added to the creepiness of the moment. It was as if the lion was a ravenous beast, showing its primal instincts as it tore into its meal. The video captured this eerie and unsettling scene, leaving a chilling impression. Eagles attack. A camera saw something strange. It was a big bird called an eagle attacking a wild goat. The goats were eating grass in a field. Then the huge eagle came down from the mountain and went after one of the black goats. The goat fought back, but the eagle didn't let go of its neck. The goat was hurt and fell off the mountain many times while trying to protect itself. The eagle never left the goat. This mysterious and curious event was caught on camera, and it made everyone very surprised. People's eyes got wide, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. It was a very strange and shocking thing to watch. Mysterious deer. In a quiet park during the day, a strange and puzzling event unfolded in a video. A big deer looking strong and motherly stood with her little baby. Nearby, a cat watched with its curious cat eyes, and a pet dog relaxed farther away, unaware of the strange thing happening. Suddenly, without warning, the deer ran towards the dog, attacking it with wild and uncontrolled aggression. The dog had no idea what was going on and couldn't defend itself. Just as unexpectedly, the deer shifted her attention to the cat. She chased the cat, but the cat was quick and managed to escape. The deer continued to pursue the cat into the bushes. The reason behind this mysterious behavior remained a secret, hidden in the deer's intentions. Was it about protecting her baby, marking her territory, or something even more puzzling? People who saw the video were left with more questions than answers, wondering about the mysteries of the natural world. It was indeed a very strange and mysterious scene that will be remembered for a long time. Lion attacking a man. In the zoo, something strange happened. It was a normal day, but there was a weird feeling in the air. There was a big male lion, and the zookeeper couldn't stop staring at him. The lion felt annoyed and suddenly attacked the zookeeper, surprising everyone. A lioness, probably the male lion's partner, jumped in to stop the fight. She was strong and determined. Her presence calmed things down. It showed their strong bond as a lion couple. People who were watching didn't understand what made the lion so angry. They wondered if the zookeeper's constant staring upset him, or if there were other hidden reasons. Once the chaos ended, the zookeeper was taken to safety. The mystery of why the lion got so mad remained unsolved, hidden in the wild look of the lion's eyes. Forest puppy dog. Once upon a time, in a thick forest far from the working town, a man embarked on a sole trip. With nothing but a pack and a camera, he ventured deep into nature. As he wandered through the towering trees, the sun filtered through the leaves, casting dancing murk on the forest bottom. In his hunt to capture the natural beauty of the forest, the man stumbled upon a mysterious delve hidden amidst the rocks and leafage. Curiosity excited, he cautiously came up the dark entrance. What he discovered inside left him amazed and filled his heart with warmth. There, cuddled in the cave, was a forest puppy dog.
Ow, come here, let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
Its light fur, a mesmerizing blend of earthy browns and rich flora. The man could not believe his luck as the puppy dog switched its tail and cuddled his hand with uncontainable love.
Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey.
With his camera in hand, he recorded the captivating moment, ever landing the bond between man and forest puppy dog in the heart of the wild. Chased by a bear. Once upon a time, there was this family who decided to have a delightful day out on their motorboat. The sun was shining, the lake was calm, and they were having a blast. They were laughing, playing, and feeling on top of the world. But also, out of the blue, effects took a wild turn. As they sped across the water, they noticed commodity big and furry lumbering toward them. It was a bear. This bear appeared to have a taste for adventure, or perhaps just a need for speed because it was chasing them. Fear set in as they provoke up their machine, trying to outpace the bear. The bear, settled and determined, kept coming, getting nearer and nearer. The family was in full adrenaline mode, hearts pounding, and they contended for safety. Ultimately, they managed to outthink the bear and reach the safety of the support, laughing nervously about the bear's need for speed. It was an adventure they'd no way forget, and they decided that coming time they'd stick to safer waters. The Ants and the Sneaky Snake. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the arena, being enough unusually came off. A sneaky snake, likely lost and looking for a snack, crawled right into the home of some hard-working ants. You can imagine the shock on those little ants' faces when they saw this long snake. The snake, not knowing where it was, whizzed and swirled its body around, making the ants fear. They scurried then and there, trying to figure out what to do. But these ants were not bones to give up fluently. They huddled together and formed a little ant army, and you wouldn't believe how they worked together to face the meddler. They nipped at the snake's scales, throwing off and annoying it. With their cooperation, they managed to drive the snake down. And they cheered in itty-bitty ant voices as their home was safe again. And that is the story of how a bunch of fearless ants defended their home from an unanticipated snake visit. Leopard's Feast. In the heart of the wild one sunny day, a sneaky bloodsucker hunted through the thick emerald forest. It had keen eyes, sharp claws, and a spotted fur that helped it blend into the spotted gloom. The critter's empty belly roared, encouraging it to find food. With quiet and careful way, the cat stalked its prey, its muscles curled like springs ready to hurtle. And in one fast move, it bounded, its claws sharp as daggers, and clamped onto its mess. As the leopard prowled, it spotted a juicy morsel hard, a full unknowing prey. Its eyes lit up with hunger with a nippy, graceful movement. The leopard crept closer, every muscle in its body curled like a spring. The leopard attacked. It bounded onto a sturdy tree, its claws digging into the bark, and began a skillful climb. The prey limped and jerked in the bloodsucker's grasp, but the leopard's grip was unyielding. The tree's branches swayed and creaked under their weight. Eventually, the leopard reached a secure perch, high above the timber bottom, flavoring its well-earned mess with a palmy grin. Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small, and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rubbed and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom. This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
Scared off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintain that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Moments before and after tsunami. Moments before the chaos struck, the sun was setting, casting a warm blaze over the quiet road. People burst about, gabbling, laughing, and going out their day-to-day routines. Children played near the sidewalk, their innocent laughs filling the air. Everything sounded so normal, so peaceful. But also it came down. The skies darkened and rain began to pour. Suddenly, water started rushing down the road, fleetly growing into a raging flood. Fear swept over the faces of the people as they tried to escape. Desperately looking for advanced ground. It was like an agony unfolding before their eyes. The CCTV cameras captured this intimidating scene. The water engulfing buses, homes, and shops. People clinged to anything they could find, fighting to stay round. The road converted into a dangerous swash. After the flood tide, the formerly vibrant road had turned into a muddy wasteland. Broken debris, pulled trees, and muddled effects were scattered far and wide. The community was left in shock, coming together to help one another in the fate, showing the adaptability of the mortal spirit in the face of such a destructive event. Wild Dog and the Leopard. In the core of the wild and thick forest, a wily leopard prowled quietly among the dark. His lustrous fur allowed him to blend into the surroundings, making him nearly unnoticeable. His golden eyes lustered with a fierce determination as they fixed upon a lone doggy, ignorant and innocent. The leopard's muscles curled like leaps as he prepared for the search. His heart contended with expectation as he inched near his target. The doggy, swishing his tail happily, smelled the ground and played with leaves, fully unconscious to the risk slipping hard. The leopard, now just a whisker down from his prey, huddled low, ready to hurtle. His heart pounded, and time sounded to stand still. He was about to launch into action, hoping to catch the canine by surprise and satisfying his empty belly. The forest held its breath, staying for the certain moment of the leopard's quick and silent attack.
Fearless Bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear, but with a twist. It bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives. A black bear. Once upon a time, on a chilly layoff day, a group of walkers adventured into a snowy forest. They were whisked up in warm jackets, scarves, and lids, heated for an adventure in the white nature. As they stumbled along the trail, their steps left crisp imprints in the deep snow. The timber was silent, except for the gentle tail of the wind and the occasional chirruping of a distant hoot. Everything was covered in a mask of pure, glimmering snow. As they rounded a corner, they were met with an unforeseen sight of a big black bear. With its thick fur huddled in the snow, apparently taking a nap, the walkers sat, not wanting to disturb the peaceful bear. They rumored to each other, still about facing their way to keep their distance. They watched in admiration as the bear continued to snooze in the serene, snowy forest, a moment they would adore forever. Ultimately, they left the bear calm, continuing their hike with a newfound respect for the wild beauty of the downtime woods. The Hungry Dragon's Meal. In a wild land where the sun always shines, a big-scaled monster with sharp teeth lived. This monster was known as a Komodo dragon, and it was always empty. One day, a small innocent baby scapegoat wandered into the dragon's home. The baby scapegoat was curious with a soft white fur and a flare in its eyes. The dragon saw the baby scapegoat and slow approached it, its eyes fixed on the little animal. With an unforeseen jab, the dragon snapped its jaws shut, catching the baby scapegoat in its important grip. The scapegoat pulled in fear, but it was too late. The dragon's teeth were like blades, and it began to devour the helpless scapegoat. As the sun set, the dragon satisfied its hunger, leaving only many erratic bones behind. It had set up its mess, and the baby scapegoat's adventure had come to a sad and early end in the jaws of the fearful Komodo dragon.
tsunami wave in the ocean. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange flare over the tranquil ocean, a man stood on the stay with his camera, ignorant of the oncoming chaos. The ocean stretched out before him, its measured swells calming him into a false sense of calm. But also, in the distance, a creepy grumble echoed through the water. The man's camera was trained on the horizon, landing the scene before him. As he felt an inexplainable pressure in the air, the calm waters began to jiggle, and a deformed wall of water surfaced from the depths, towering over everything in its way. In that alarming moment, the public appeared to firm as the first wave of the sea surged forward, an unbeatable force of nature. The man's camera continued to roll, landing the heart-stopping spectacle of the ocean's harpy released. The wave crashed with a determined roar, a dreadful memorial of nature's wonderful power, leaving destruction in its wake. The man's lens had unwittingly witnessed the anger of the ocean. Thank you for coming along on this daring adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.